Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to Oman Cricket Academy. It's Oman D20 powered by FanCode, and it is a pleasure to say good morning to all our viewers because we are starting early in the day. It's day 3, match number 5. Azhaiba 11 are going to take on Bousher Busters. That's the match that is coming up next for you, but it's not the only game because we've got 3 more matches lined up after this game. Azhaiba 11 and we've got Bousher Busters coming up next. Match number 6 is Darse Titans taking on Gubra Giants, and match number 7, because it's a triple header, Amirat Royals will be taking on Kuwait Warriors in the match number 7. That's 6:30 p.m. local time. So we promise that we're going to bring you all these scenes live from Oman Cricket Academy, and we just can't wait for the action to begin. Joining me in the comm box right now is my co-commentator and friend Noman Chaudhary. Noman, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Shoaib. Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day here at the Oman Cricket Academy, and we are all in readiness for day number 3 of Oman D20 powered by FanCode. Right then, we are all in readiness for the pitch report. Abid Ibrahim is down there. I beg your pardon, that's Mr. Rashid is down there with the pitch report.
Thank you, Combs. It's a bright and sunny morning here in Oman. We've got brilliant weather, 20 degrees Celsius, that's the temperature, and 21 degrees, that's the wind speed at the moment on the ground. We've got a brilliant strip here of the pitch. It's been the same pitch which has been used in the last 2 games, and we've seen that the batting has gotten easier as the tournament has progressed. We see a bit of green still on the wicket. And as you can hear, there is still hardness on the wicket. That green will probably is there to keep the pitch intact and make sure that they get a lot of runs. As my prediction for today, we'll see a lot of runs, and the teams who is going to win the toss will elect to bowl first.
Right, that was Mohammad Rashid with the pitch report, and definitely that sound gave us an indication of how hard the wicket is. Let's quickly look at the points table. Every team has played 1 game, and this is how they stand in the points table. Right at the top is Darse Titans with a healthy net run rate. They're at number 1. 4 teams have obviously won the game and 4 have lost, but this is going to change pretty soon. And after the end of the day today, we'll have a much better picture on which team is performing. What do you say, Noman?
Well, absolutely. It's still the early phase of the tournament, and we would expect some more teams to come in and show some good performances. Right then, we have Abid Ibrahim finally ready with the 2 captains for the toss.
It's toss time here at Amirat Cricket Academy. We are all set for the all-important game, and it's time for the toss. We have got 2 captains and match referee. It's Wasim Akhtar today leading Azhaiba 11, and to extreme left, it's Sufyan Mahmood who's leading Bousher Busters. Right in the center, it's Mr. Gopa Kumar who's officiating the game. Let's set who's got the coin. Yeah, Wasim, flip it in the air. Number it is, and rightly called. Sufyan, what would you like to do first?
We would like to bowl first in this match.
So what are the reasons to bowl first? We see all going with the trend.
No, there's no special reason, but the thing is that it's a shorter format, and when you have a target ahead, it becomes easier for you to chase. I don't think this wicket will change over the course of the match, but that's why, it's a shorter format, and probably that's why.
At what target you're looking? That first victory, you got a great win, a great start. How much does that boost also?
We look to restrict them under 150, 140, and probably if the situation is well, like last match, probably under 100 as well. So we're just going for the kill from the ball 1.
Any changes to the side?
Yeah, we have 2 changes. Adil is out, and Azmat is coming in. Adil is traveling to UK, and we have Imran coming in place of Muzammil.
Do well, go for the kill.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. वसीम, क्या करते पहले अगर टॉस जीतते?
हम लोग भी बैटिंग ही करते पहले, अगर टॉस जीतते भी तो हम बैटिंग का इरादा था हमारा।
अगेंस्ट द ट्रेंड जा रहे थे वैसे, हर टीम ने यहाँ पहले बॉलिंग की है और तकरीबन सारे ही मैचेस जो हुए हैं उसमें बॉलिंग पहले करके ही जीते हैं।
क्यों हमारी बैटिंग थोड़ी इतनी स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, हमारी बॉलिंग ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग है, तो हम पहले बैटिंग करके कोशिश करते हैं 150 160 करते, तो बॉलिंग हमारी ऐसी है कि हम बाद में वो रन बचा सकते हैं।
कोई तब्दीली की है टीम में? बैटिंग जिस तरह आपकी स्ट्रगल कर रही है, पहला मैच था, अभी तक एक ही मैच हुआ है, बट कोई तब्दीली?
हाँ, 3 चेंजिंग की है। अकमल शहजाद इन हुआ है, मैं इन हुआ हूँ और सुफियान इन हुआ है, और आउट राव वकार हुआ है, इमरान हुआ है और वासु हुआ है।
और क्या समझते हैं कितना टोटल इनफ होगा इस सरफेस पे?
150 160 इनफ होगा, इतना ही होगा।
Do well, wish you good luck. Well, the news coming from the center, it is Bousher Busters who won the toss and they elected to bowl first.
Right, so we have the news. It is going to be Bousher Busters bowling first. Let's quickly look at the playing 11 of both the sides. What is the composition? Yes, quite a few changes for Azhaiba 11. Akmal Shahzad, Hamal Abdul Wahab, and of course the captain. There's a change in that as well. For Bousher Busters, well, just one change in that playing 11, and Sufyan Mahmood, as usual, will be leading the side. So we are all ready for the first ball to be bowled. The two openers are out there in the middle for Azhaiba 11. What is your prediction of this game? Looking at the conditions, it's a day game, Noman. What do you think is a good score?
Well, I believe Azhaiba 11, after a very dismal performance in the first game, they would want to make a comeback in this game. They surely would want to put a decent total on the board. But that won't be easy, especially against the bowling lineup that Bousher Busters possess. They have Akil Khan, Fayaz Butt, Fawad. So it's not easy to play against them and get runs against this sort of a bowling lineup.
Yes, it's going to be a test for the batters of Azhaiba 11, especially against Fawad Ali, who started off well in the tournament, bowled really well yesterday. In the previous game, 27 wickets for him. That's a good delivery, very good delivery, just the right angle and bowling in the corridor of uncertainty. Fawad.
This is a perfect channel for a left arm pacer. Once you are in the early phase of the innings, you would surely want to get some assistance off the surface. Punched off the back foot. Quick single was on offer. This is good running between the wickets there. Drop and run has to be the key. The partnerships are key at this surface for Azhaiba 11, considering the fact that they had shown a very poor performance in the first game against the Titans, and that too because of no partnerships. So today they would be surely eyeing to get some runs and get some partnerships going as well.
Yes, that is so important, isn't it? To have partnerships, especially in this format. Oh, that's another good delivery. Fawad is just asking the right questions. Akil on that occasion was cut in half with that ball. Big gap between bat and pad.
Yeah, absolutely. Playing away from his body and the feet going nowhere. The attempt to play this shot there. Ideally, you gotta keep your eyes on the ball and reach to the pitch of the ball to play that.
A swing and a miss again. Has been a good over so far from Fawad. Just the right start for Bousher Busters. And it is so important in the 20 over format, the first 6 overs, for both the sides. Not only for batting but also for bowling. If you want to get in the game, you need to take early wickets and build pressure earlier on in the innings. And as of now, Bousher Busters have done just that.
has been very consistent when it comes to line and length here. Fawad Ali, a dot ball to finish a very good first over. Azhaiba 11 won without losing any wicket. Fayaz Butt is in, the man with the D20 career of 26 matches, 39 wickets. Just to remind everyone that he has experience of 23 T20 internationals as well. Fuller straight to the fielder. So wicket number 1 for Bousher Busters, and Akmal, his dismal run continues.
Yes, a wicket on the very first ball for Fayaz, but an early breakthrough for Bousher Busters. Akmal played that up in the air, just slicing it and finding Sufyan Mahmood at short covers. Easiest of catches for the skipper as Azhaiba lose their first wicket. It's 1 for 1.
Vakas is the new batter in, Mohammad Vakas. Azhaiba 11 has lost a wicket early on. Once again, the partnerships that they've been lacking, the problem continues. There have been a lot of talks about Vakas recently. The previous toss, the captain mentioning about his inclusion in the side, and today he could not live up to his reputation in the first game.
Yes, he is definitely the new addition to the side, and he's been given that number 3 role, so clearly they believe in his abilities.
Yeah, this one was slightly fuller delivery. A shot was there on offer, but a very good catch from skipper, and he looks absolutely dejected at his dismissal, Akmal.
Lets it go, Vakas. Has been impressive in terms of his technique. Looks like a very compact player. Likes to play it straight down the ground. Has a very straight back and bat, and also is very watchful. So you see him leaving the ball and then watching it right till the ball reaches the keeper.
Slip in place for Fayaz Butt. Fuller driven. This is brilliant shot. Vakas gets going now. A much needed boundary for Azhaiba 11.
Yes, you can see how relieved he is with that shot. That's going to give him a lot of confidence. And as we mentioned, look at the technique. That front foot going across And that high backlift, getting it right in time, the timing was perfect, and the placement was impeccable as well. A much deserved boundary for the left-hander, and Azhaiba get their first boundary as well. 5 on the board with that 4.
Staying on the pass this time. This is good fielding effort there from the short mid-wicket fielder. Not easy at fielding at such positions there. Akil Khan, the man of the match from the last game, did well to stop the ball. This one was on the pads and trying to whip this one on the onside.
That's a very good save by Akil because there was no one behind covering that region. So had he missed it, that would have gone for another 4. Very well done by Akil. Looking for the quick single, will get it comfortably. This is good running. They've stolen a run to end the over. 2 overs. Azhaiba 11 are 6 for 1.
Fawad Ali will be continuing from the Oman LNG end. He's up against Vakas and have seen some positive approach from Vakas in the previous over, getting a boundary of Fayaz Butt. Watchfully played once again from Vakas, and shy at the non-striker's end. It was a direct hit there. The fielders are appealing and umpire is unmoved there. Direct hits are always exciting. Dabbed this one towards the point fielder. Direct hit there. Oh, that was a very good shy at the non-strikers and they're safely home. Akil.
Well, that's another beautiful shot from the left-handed batsman. Using his feet and playing it up and over the mid-off fielder. Has absolutely smoked that straight down the ground, and he just loves playing the shot in that area. 4 more for him.
Well, dances down the track, went to the pitch of the ball, and all he had to do was to get it over the head of the mid-off fielder. And since it's a power play, only 2 fielders are allowed outside the circle. This is good weight transfer from Vakas, and he's on the move now.
That is a really good shot, and now Fawad will feel the heat. Expect a shorter delivery from him. No bowler likes a batter using his feet against him. Well, that's a beautiful delivery. Great comeback. Wicket and a big one. Fawad has just found the right length and finds the edge as well. So Vakas, after hitting those 2 boundaries, will have to walk back. It's wicket number 2 down for Azhaiba.
This is brilliant line and length from Fawad. You gotta watch this replay all over again. What a ball. This is a typical test match length he would be bowling. This one pitched in and went away from the left-handed batter. A thick outside edge, and wicketkeeper accepts the catch. Vakas goes back after scoring 9. Azhaiba struggling once again. 10 for the loss of 2 wickets. Sufyan Yusuf, the new batter in. Slip in place for Fawad Ali. It's absolutely steaming in. 2 wickets have fallen here, and this is the last one. Beautiful delivery here. Some hint of movement off the deck. Just opening the face of the bat at the last moment.
Well, it was just that length. He had no answers to that. Didn't expect that length. And a very, very good ball from Fawad. I think that was one of the better balls that we've seen in the tournament. Sufyan now will have to take the responsibility of scoring runs. Both new batters out there in the middle for Azhaiba. It was a slower delivery this time from Fawad. Skipper will be happy with the performance so far from his bowlers. Gets off the mark with that single. It's going to be the end of the over as well. A successful over. A wicket in that for Fawad. 3 overs, 11 for 2.
Good delivery from Fayaz Butt. The advantage Bousher Busters have in this tournament is a good fast bowling attack. Have seen their bowlers providing them early breakthroughs every now and then. Just because of their consistent line and length. This is a beautiful delivery. Once again, some movement off the deck for Fayaz Butt. Always asking questions from the batters. Some misunderstanding there from between the both batters. Now it's seemingly the recovery phase for Azhaiba 11. They have lost 2 wickets early on, and that too in the power play.
Yes, and I think they've been used to this situation now. They've been in this situation for quite some time. They just haven't been able to find a solution to this. They've kept losing wickets in the power play. They've not been able to build partnerships. So the area of improvement is there for everybody to be seen. But how they cope with that is something we haven't come across from Azhaiba 11. We haven't seen somebody taking that responsibility in the middle order, trying to counter-attack, having the right approach or intent for Azhaiba, except for Mansoor, who's done really well, and also to some extent Sagir in their playing 11. But other than that, it has been a case of far and few for Azhaiba 11.
Shot on offer this time, cleared the field. This is good batting from Sufyan. He gets a boundary.
This is the intent we were talking about. This is the way you counter attack. You are losing wickets, but there's no point in hanging around there playing 10-12 deliveries. This is a much better shot with a lot of intent. It was in the slot and he cleared it over mid-on for 4 runs. So you need to counter attack. I think they need to take inspiration from England, the way they've approached different formats. If they can do that in tests, Azhaiba 11 can definitely do that in the T20s.
Once again, the intent was there. It was right in the slot of Sufyan to hit it out of the park. He just missed the ball at the last moment. Play and a miss for Sufyan there. It was a pitched up delivery, trying to clear his front leg and hit it out of the park.
Yes, I don't mind this approach in the 6 overs. You've got the fielders inside the 30-yard circle. A mistimed hit will also clear the fielder. So you need to have that approach at least in the first 6 overs so that you can get some runs and then play smartly with the field placements. This is definitely going down leg.
Well, that was one interesting appeal from Fayaz, but he literally followed the umpire wherever he was going. Fayaz was appealing.
Well, I thought he was dancing there on the middle of the pitch. 16 for 2 after 4.
Has been a dismal display of batting from Azhaiba 11. Akmal was being dismissed in the first over. Waqas couldn't get going as well. It's the rebuilding and the recovery phase that has been going on. Beats past the edge. Will run across to the third man. Shoaib, you were mentioning early on about the approach that the batters should adopt. But talking about this certain surface, we have seen in the last 2 days as well that the batters who have spent some time in the middle, they managed to score runs. Yesterday we have seen from Hashir Anwar, he spent some time at the wicket, got to a half century, and in the same game I have seen Rafiul as well scoring some runs. So it's just about the approach. You need to spend some time out there in the middle, get your eyes settled in, and then you can get going.
Big appeal, but that was very high. Well, the height was definitely a factor there, and also the pitching of the ball. It just looked as if it's around that, very close to that leg stump. So a good fair call from the umpire. Yes, we'll talk about the intent and the approach. And this one takes the edge towards the third. I agree with you, Numan. You need to spend some time out there in the middle to score runs, and that is what we've seen so far in the first 2 days of the tournament. But I also feel that you need to see and assess the situation that you are in. It can't be a formula that you would want to use in every game. You need to see the opposition, and you also need to see your current situation in the game. Now, they've lost 2 wickets, yes, and the way Azhaiba 11 have played, they have tried that formula. They have tried to spend time out there in the middle in the previous games, but they just don't have that. I feel they don't have that temperament that you need for a 20 over format. They don't have the they don't have the approach where they can change gears. So it's better they play fearless cricket. They play to their strengths and try to go the aggressive route. They're anyway going to get around 140, regardless of how they play. So I would want them to play freely and try to get to 150, 160.
Absolutely, and this is the kind of surface where even making 140 to 150 just gets a tricky total sometimes. We have seen in the last game as well where Warriors challenged Ruby Rangers on a very decent total of 146. So you are going to expect such games on this surface where 140s and 150s become challenging. Still have Mansoor and Wasim Akhtar to calm both of these batters. They know how to counter attack.
Gentle push, a dot ball, and that'll be the end of the 5th over. Another successful over for Fawad. He's bowled well. 3 overs, a wicket, and just conceded 9 runs. It's 19 for 2 after 5.
Both of these bowlers are following each other's footsteps. 9 runs have been conceded by Fawad Ali in 3 overs. Fayaz Butt 9 runs as well in his 2 overs. Just becomes slightly easy for the captain once you have the talented and experienced bowlers like Fawad Ali, Fayaz Butt, and you would get to see Akil Khan in action as well. The captain himself, Sufyan Mahmood, is a brilliant medium pacer.
Yes, there are teams that depend on a certain department of the game. So there are teams that are strong with in their batting lineup, like Amirat Royals. I feel have a batting heavy side, while Bousher Busters, I think they rely on their bowlers more. And you're absolutely right. They've got some really good bowlers in their arsenal. One of them is right there on your screens right now, Akil. Great left arm spinner. He's got a good cricketing mind and very consistent with his line and length. That's what you need from a left-handed spin bowler. I think he's got the most number of player of the matches for Bousher Busters, if I'm not wrong.
He's a man of the match in the last game as well, picking up 3 wickets, bowling a maiden over as well. So you were rightly mentioning about his game awareness, good presence of mind, very intelligent bowler, has a slip in place already. And somewhat of his action reminds me of Rangana Herat. Herat has always been a nightmare for the batters, especially in the test cricket. And have a good memories, especially because of his performances against Pakistan.
Well, he was great, well, he wasn't he? I think one of the best left-arm spinners in the world. Yeah, he's got that jerk release, which reminds you of Rangana Herat. (22 for 2) after 5.3 overs. This is the last over of the power play, so they should try and get a few boundaries in if possible.
On the back foot, and he's let that one go to the wicket keeper. So the intent we were talking about, that is surely missing from the Azhaiba 11 batters. They need to step up the gear. This is the last over, in fact the last couple of deliveries of the power play. Good bowling. How do you play those? That was a very quick arm ball and good running between the wickets. Now they're running the overthrow. The comedy of errors there.
Well, what's happening? They're just running like they are running in a 100 meter sprint competition in the Olympics. Look at that. A push. He takes that first run. A throw which hits the keeper, and nobody is willing to take the ball. The ball is just lying around there, and they go for the second run. A direct hit would have been game over for the runner. Suicidal running. End of the 6th over and the power play as well. It's 24 for 2.
Power play is done and dusted. 24 for 2 in 6 overs. It's an early start. Today, 3 matches in a day. It's going to be a blockbuster of a weekend here. 3 matches in 3 days. Umpire signaling the second power play.
Yes, it's going to be Sufyan Mahmood bowling the 7th over of the game. The captain has introduced himself into the attack. 32 innings, 30 wickets for him.
Sufyan Mahmood, the skipper, is a very handy all-rounder. And nowadays in international cricket as well, you get to see a lot of bowling all-rounders there because of the number of leagues, the number of T20 games that have been going on around the world. It just becomes a ritual to have a bowling all-rounder in your side. The all-rounder who provides you the option of bowling 3 to 4 overs and comes in handy during the lower middle order batting. This is good delivery from Sufyan Mahmood. He's the type of bowler who gets hurried on to you. Gets some assistance off the surface as well. He's very nippy. Gets the ball to move around.
Yes, and he also has a very deceptive slower delivery. So that works in his favour, especially in this format. You need to have that variation. Quick run again. Sharp throw but misses the stumps. Quick single taken.
Well, both of these batters are trying hard to score some runs for their side. It's a good approach, but every now and then they need to score a boundary every over. Dab and run here. A direct hit would have been curtains for the batter. It's good fielding effort there from the point fielder. Tried to pull this one but was in no control of the shorter keel.
Lovely. 26 for 2. 2 more deliveries to go. Good over so far from Sufyan. Just 2 runs off it. Brings that slower delivery in. Also some movement off the deck. Pitches and comes in to Sufyan.
Yeah, this is good bowling, hitting the right channels. This one came in with the angle. We were mentioning that he has a very good slow ball. It's a good start for skipper as well, but not so good start for Azhaiba 11.
Flicked off the pads there and will only be a single to end the over. 7 overs have been bowled. Azhaiba 11 are struggling at the moment. Just 27 runs off it. Well, it's time for the fun news. Fun fact, in a 1972 test, the Chappell brothers, Ian and Greg, achieved a remarkable feat when both scored centuries in the same innings versus England at the Oval. Ian Chappell scoring 118 and Greg Chappell scoring 113. 2 brothers playing together, scoring centuries for fun.
Yeah, absolutely. If you talk about brothers playing together, who other names do you have in mind? Steve Waugh, Mark Waugh?
Irfan Pathan, Yusuf Pathan.
Umar Akmal, Kamran Akmal.
Grant Flower, Andy Flower. Well, our director's on it as well. Yes, David Hussey, Michael Hussey, Mark Waugh, Steve Waugh.
Well, this just shows the interest everyone has in for the game. It's just a game that we love calling. It's just a game that we love watching, following, and even playing.
Tom Curran, Sam Curran.
Akil Khan is continuing there. Hardik Pandya and Kronal Pandya is the new name that has just been fed to us. 29 for 2, we are into the 8th over. Akil Khan would surely want a wicket here to break this slowly building partnership.
Well, I think Bousher Busters will be very happy to just let the game flow in the same manner. They wouldn't mind Azhaiba just taking their own sweet time. Well, that's a poor delivery from Akil to Akil. This one's been played towards the fine leg. We'll have to wait for the umpire's signal. No signal means there was some bat involved.
Staying on the pads there, Akil Khan. Yeah, there clearly was bat involved there. It was played and it was played fine. Played with the straight bat back to the bowler. So you were mentioning about Akil bowling to Akil. So there are certain names that are pronounced differently. At some part of the world you call Yusuf and the other part they say Yusuf. So it's more about the pronunciation there. I'm was trying to be a little cheeky at the moment. Wanted to dab this one towards the fine leg. Fortunately, it has went. The ball has gone towards the third man fence.
Yes, one more ball to go in the over. Nicely played towards extra cover this time. It's been played in the gap. They should look for 2. They are. And a wild throw will allow them to go for an extra run. Not the best of fielding. 3 runs to end the over. 8 overs have been bowled. Azhaiba 11 are 37 for 2. Sufyan Mahmood continues. Single of the very first ball.
"26 balls since the last boundary. That is 4.2 overs. And that too in a T20 game is it's definitely not on. I just really want to understand the mindset behind this batting.
Well, you mentioned earlier that they need to take some time out there in the middle and then they can score runs. So I think they're following that approach.
Well, I mentioned something else as well, that once you spend some time out there, after facing 20 balls, you need to get at least one boundary every over.
Yeah, that's true. I missed that. But
You're
yeah,
good at quoting half statements there.
24, 25 deliveries. That shows that there's no intent to hit boundaries. As of now, they just want to take those singles and doubles. And even if they do that, they're not going to get to a good total, a total that they can defend. They were saying 140, 150 is what they should get. Wanted to cut that, just kept a tad bit low.
Sneaking through his overs there, Sufyan Mahmood. So always trying to cut this one outside the line of off stump, and Akil, he has been very sluggish in terms of timing the ball there. No connection once again this time. It was there to be put away outside the line of off stump. All he had to do was get back to ball. Once again, a good over from Sufyan Mahmood.
Oh, that slower delivery. Wayward from Sufyan. He'll have to bowl that again, as it's been called a wide. 40 on the board for Azhaiba. Interesting. This is the first wide that's been bowled by Bousher Busters. So that tells you that they have been very disciplined in their bowling, but not on that occasion. Just way too wide. I think the ball just stuck in his fingers for half a second extra. Oh, that's in the slot. It's been hit straight down the ground. This could be the first boundary. No, it won't be the first boundary in 5 overs. He'll just get 2.
Bowling, skipper.
Akil Khan trying to up the ante at the moment. They're in the desperate need of an impetus here. Azhaiba 11. This is good change of pace there. Drop and run from Akil. A single will conclude the over. 9 overs are gone. Azhaiba 11, 43 for the loss of 2 wickets. Slowly but surely they are getting the ship sailing. After losing 2 wickets in the power play, has been a slow recovery for Azhaiba 11. Akil and Sufyan. Saghir, Mansoor, Hamal Abdul Wahab, Wasim Akhtar. I tell you what, Shoaib, these 4 guys, they know how to hit the long ball.
Yes, I think the idea right now for Azhaiba that we can understand is that they're trying to have wickets in hand going into the last 4-5 overs and then plan according to that. Nadeem, the new bowler. Was down the leg side this time, but just couldn't get back to ball. Akil.
Three wickets in the first game for Nadeem. This is straight down the ground. Timed that well enough. Long time coming for Azhaiba 11.
Yes, finally they get to cheer Azhaiba 11 dugout because that was hit hard straight down the ground. Nadeem just overcompensating on the previous delivery. It was short. This time he goes too full. And very well played straight down the ground by Akil. One bounce and beats the fielder at long on.
Rocketed onto the back foot. Played on the onside. Consecutive boundaries for Azhaiba 11 and Akil. He's on the go now.
Yes, another poor delivery and rightly punished by Akil. All this while, Bousher Busters had kept the pressure cooker on for Azhaiba. Didn't give them the opportunity to free their arms, but Nadeem has bowled 2 deliveries which are just like gifts for Azhaiba, and they have accepted that. Akil gets back-to-back boundaries as Azhaiba crossed the 50-run mark in the 10th over. This time goes full, and Akil trying to use his feet. Plays it straight back to the bowler, so a dot ball.
Goes aerial, goes straight. Good approach there. Once you get a couple of boundaries of the over, that's a right approach to take a single, get to the other end, get a little breather. Swept that one away on the onside. Long chase for the square leg fielder. Now they are running for the second run. This is good running between the wickets. Brilliant calling from Sufyan, and it was rightly responded by Akil.
Yes, 2 runs to end the over. Halfway through the first innings, Azhaiba have managed to get to 54 for 2, and there'll be a change in the com box. It's going to be Abid Ibrahim and Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you very much, Shoaib Ahmed and Noman Chaudhary. And it is the bowling so far. The 2 strike bowlers, Fayaz and Fawad, has strike 1 wicket each, where Fawad bowled 3 overs and Fayaz 2. The remaining, the spinner and captain, haven't picked up a wicket. That is a bit of concern. Usually you find Akil Khan getting you that breakthrough immediately. But over here, he's bowled 2 overs, haven't picked up a wicket. But quite economical there. Joining me is Mohammad Rashid. Rashid, welcome to the com box. It's been an excellent day, early morning today for us.
Well, good morning, Abid, and good morning, viewers. Absolutely. Very interesting day of cricket. A super Friday here in Oman. We've got 3 back-to-back games. The first game between Azhaiba and Bousher Busters. 54 on the board already in 10 overs. Although they've lost those 2 wickets, Abid, I think they still have quite a bit on the board.
And he rightly said that Not only today, but the remaining couple of more days, we'll have triple headers. An action-packed weekend here. And the love for game of cricket is immense here. The people come around, watch you play. The crowds chip in. The families come in to support. An excellent cricket awareness. All these players are truly professionals. The umpires, the officials, the groundsmen, they are our unsung heroes. What a great facilities, and it gives me immense pressure. Oh, that is just played it as late as he could. Good work in the field. He'll complete too. So, yeah, give me immense pleasure to be around here every time when I visit this beautiful country.
Absolutely. Along with our production team, who've been giving us all the views. Brilliant camera work all around. Look at that. Steps down the wicket, but doesn't time that quite well. Well, yes, it's been wonderful these past 2 days. We've seen quite a bit of cricket, some amazing stuff from the players. As we see Imran coming into bowl. Once again, cut that behind that point, while the fielder picks it up and they go for a single.
Yeah, now that's what I was looking for, that projected score which says 104 runs. Well, I think that wouldn't be enough for Azhaiba 11 to defend that. They need to do little better than this at least. They need around 130. Oh, that is leading edge. That's up in the air. It should be taken, yes. It's always safe when Sufyan is underneath it. He's safe as house. He takes the catch. Very well judged. And Imran strike. It's a wicket and much needed breakthrough. Akil departs scoring 26.
Well, this partnership is finally broken by Imran. Very good bowling. That one just going a touch away. And Akil was trying to just nudge it towards that mid-wicket and go for a single, taking that leading edge. And Sufyan, as we know, he's as safe as houses, takes that brilliantly, which brings an end to Akil's inning there. He's gone for 26 after facing 28 deliveries. Azhaiba losing yet another wicket. 58 for the loss of 3 wickets now.
चले guys. चले इमी बड़ा स्पिन हो रहा भाई, बड़ा स्पिन हो रहा आज तेरा.
Well, that is straight away some runs for Wasim Akhtar, as he's been given the responsibility to lead the team. And he's very, very talented and a very experienced player. 11 gone, 59 for 3. There you go, you'll keep the strike as well. Got a healthy strike rate of 170. That's huge. And you really need someone like him right now at this juncture of the game. And he's leading the side as well.
Absolutely. He's got a lot of responsibility on his head, on his shoulders, and his head as well. He'll be using that quite a bit.
Yeah, that's the most important part while you lead the team. Yeah, a quick single. I think that's the ideal way to take singles rather than trying hard and risking your wicket for just a run.
Absolutely, in the beginning, he just needs to do that. He needs to get his eye in. It's a very important phase of the game at this moment. They are between that 7 and 13 as the umpire has a look. As we see, he's having a look if the bowler is running down the track. He'll probably give him a warning. And umpiring has been very, very good. They've been persistent on the rules and regulations, running the game as it should be.
Yeah, smoothly. Things are being. Oh, he goes for that scoop. Tell me something sweeter than that. What a beautiful shot to get a 4 runs.
Well, a bit risky if you don't have your helmet on. But nevertheless, he's got the result. He's got 4 runs for his team. Probably that's what his captain is telling him, that you need to make sure that you put on a helmet if you're going to try those kind of shots.
Well, safety first. No matter what, even I would say even if you're playing against the spinner, you should have your helmet on. You need to get used to it. That is one thing that you need to deal with. And you shouldn't be playing that shot without the helmet, because I've seen at many junctures and the ball hitting you. I remember I got a hit. I definitely remember because I got myself hit with that one. And that I was wearing helmet but still got a cut. So I was bleeding. I mean, it's a risky shot to play always.
Absolutely, and we can see some of the marks, some of the war marks on your face.
Yeah, that was because of the wars. I've been a warrior. Well, indeed, it's something that comes part and parcel when you play this beautiful game of cricket. For wicket keepers. Oh, this is from the toe end of the bat. It's high up and just lands between the two fielder. Lots of risk is being involved in every shot that Wasim is playing.
Well, they certainly have a plan. They want to up the ante. They want to make sure that they get to the 130, 140 mark you were talking about. And during the pitch report as well, I thought the wicket is playing. It's changed. It's got a lot more consistent bounce. And it will come onto the bat very easy.
Yeah, I think definitely there was some juice in it. And bowling first was a good call, as you analyzes. And every team who bowled first has won the game so far in the tournament. So that seems to be the mantra to win the game.
Absolutely. I think everybody is analyzing, as are we. 67 for 3 now. Very good batting here by both of them. They haven't played any dot ball so far. They've already got 8 runs of the over, still with a ball to go.
No run there. A dot ball to finish. Sufyan Mahmood. 3 overs gone for him. It's 12 past 67 for 3. Azhaiba.
सेम पे आओ जरा आजो शबा एम बॉल शबा एम ऊपर क्या आते बाजू उतले आते खड़ाई जाओ चुप करके खड़ाई जाओ बस
Oh, there is some extra bounce. Well bowled that by Imran. Yeah, now he's been a surprise package. Picked up a wicket as well. Look at that delivery now. That rip. And the ball is moving away. Yeah. A lot better now for the batter, nicely playing a drop and run. But that first delivery went the other way around.
Yeah, very good batting there. Their running between the wickets has been very good. And Imran, he's been bowling really well. He's been bowling those top spinners. That's very good. You know, that's a weaponry in his arsenal. The away, that's the one. The Dusra, as it is also being called,
बॉलिंग में
deceiving the batsman in flight and in spin, expecting to come into him. Look at that. That's the one that went away.
Quite surprised the batter there. Wasim goes up, not in control. That is high, but the fielder wouldn't get to it. There was a mix-up between the two field batters. Lots happening here. The captain must be talking that it's my shot. I should be ball watching, not Sufyan. Sufyan was ball watching there.
Well, I think with the way Wasim is batting, something is going to give in. He's either going to get a boundary or is going to give away his wicket.
कैच इट
Well, I think he's got the middle of his cruise. He's spot on, Rashid. He's got the maximum. He's got the 6 runs, and that has come middle of the bat.
Very good shot there, as we were expecting. And Imran just bowling it a bit shorter, giving him enough time. That was in his slot, and that is out of the park. Very good batting there.
चलो गाइस चलो गाइस चलो गाइस चलो गाइस
Final delivery to go. Another one outside edge, feather edge. The ball is running. That outfield is quick. And Shubhupal so does stop that one pretty well. This is some aggression shown. That's the reason this man has the strike rate of 170. It's 78 for 3 at the end of 13.
.78 for 3 after 13 overs. Azhaiba 11 on the move, getting a good last over. The captain in the middle with Sufyan, pushing the run rate up, which has brought in a change in the bowling. The captain of Bousher Busters opting for his ace bowler, Fayaz Butt.
I think that's a good call. As soon as you see that the game is getting out of your grip, or you just seeing that opponents getting settled and scoring runs freely, you need to bring your strike bowler back into the attack, and that's what Sufyan Mahmood has done. He's brought his ace bowler back. Sufyan has spent enough time at the center. We've been talking about now. Good single. Nicely done, taking the single.
A good batting here. They're making sure that they don't have too many dot balls. And Fayaz Butt bowling as well. Very good pick up there by Sufyan. He's gotten his helmet out. That's a very good thing. We know Fayaz Butt is quick.
Yeah, he's got the better one. I like the color of the helmet. He's got something which should be there while playing against this fast bowler, medium pacer. Oh, he's nailed it on the onside. What a great looking shot from Sufyan. He's just not got the helmet, but he's got the runs as well.
Oh, absolutely brilliant shot there in the slot. And you know what they say, when it's in the arc, it goes out of the park. Very good shot by Sufyan. He spent some time in the middle. Look at that. And very good pickup shot. He spent a lot of time in the middle, Sufyan. He's eyeing the ball perfectly, middling that, eyes on the ball, and very good shot. They should
And now-
continue with the same kind of batting, Abid. I think they've gotten 8 runs already off 3 balls. Continue, don't have any more dot balls.
And now this one goes to the third. Now the previous shot that been constructed and hit it perfectly by Sufyan. Have a look at that one. Now why he's got that ball was not short. It was on a good length because of the height of Sufyan being a little short. It was quite easy for him to execute that and get that bounce where you can put that ball away.
Absolutely. Very good point there. He's made sure that he's got that follow through after that, playing that shot. That certainly put a lot of pressure on Fayaz. A lot of change in the field.
Yeah, he's making moves in the field, making some changes, pushing that fine leg, square leg, pardon me, behind, probably to bang one shot. Oh, Sufyan. Oh, that was not necessary. With the aggression there from the bowler.
Well, you expect that. He's been hit for a 6 and he'll be very aggressive. Look at that. Just blocked there. And Fayaz rightly trying to run out. That would have been very close had it hit the stumps. Sufyan was down the wicket. He wanted to go for that single. He wants that strike. It'll be very interesting to see how he plays off this ball. They've already got 10 runs of the over.
Yeah, probably because he's hit him for 6. He want to be back on side again. Fayaz would not hesitate from bowling short. But that is the price you need to pay. Wide given by the umpire, probably because Sufyan's height that I've been talking about.
Well, if it's out of your reach, it is normally given a wide over your head. And, well, I think that is quite a bit high. Look at that. Yes, that is very good call by the umpire. Rightly so. And that gives them another go for Sufyan in this over. They've got 11 runs.
Well, that's true. Is your direction for that shorter length? Oh, that was pacey and quick delivery from Fayaz. Typical fast bowlers respond. 14 gone, 18-9, 4-3.
Bowling, Bousher.
Yeah, Akmal couldn't contribute today. Akil getting 26 and Waqas 9 only. That's the concern. Waqas has been the main player who haven't got much runs under his belt. It's his second game only. But 6 in the first and 9 now. It's Sufyan who's now constructing this inning. Mansoor is yet to come. And put away on the own side. Perfect underneath. Oh, that's a run out. Maybe. We're going upstairs, but I think he's got him. Not so sure, but the body language says that they have got the man.
Well, you know, direct hits are always close, and once again we see a direct hit from the deep there. Good shot, but the fielder there doing well from long on, picking up one hand pickup and a throw at the stumps. Looks very close. Will that dive save him? Will that dive save him? Oh no, he's gone by a mile. That's very good fielding. And Sufyan, he was looking very good, has to unfortunately lose his wicket.
Yeah, that's a red light, and Sufyan has to take a walk out. Big wicket in the contest of the game. He was batting well, flawless runs, 35 for him of 34. And Azhaiba 11 loses its fourth, 90 for 4.
ए बटजी लवली बट
Well, this man knows something about direct hits. Yeah, he's a wonderful athlete. He's bowled well earlier. He missed out that direct hit by close margin when he was just maybe 10 yards close to the stumps, but he's hit that stumps direct hit when he was at 60 yards.
Well, sometimes you do miss it from close margins, but very good fielding.
लेग ब्रेक है
He's picked it up with one hand and thrown that. Well, Akil has been wicketless so far. And that one, very good shot towards that mid-wicket and over the mid-wicket's head. That's gone all the way. The captain, he's taking charge. He doesn't want to get bogged down. A very good six.
Well, it seems to be nothing losing their tempo. Wasim gets one little shot and he pounced on it and got 6 runs. Yeah, he just lost a wicket, but still is going for his shots. I think that's a good idea. One way to bring yourself out of the pressure.
Well, absolutely. You know, these formats, T10s and T20s, you just need to make sure you play your natural game. And that's his natural game.
कम ऑन गाइस
The new batsman taking his guard, Mansoor.
ड्रिफ्ट हो रहा है
He just needs to make sure that he gives ample strike to his captain, who's been doing a wonderful job. 23 of 13 balls for Wasim Rao.
शाबाश 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 वन एफर्ट
And
हियर
I think Mansur should be batting up to the order.
योर्स ये
Oh, that's hit hard back to the bowler. He's done well to stop that one. Akil Khan haven't got a wicket. That's a rare sight. Look at that. Well done. Well done. And sprayed it down the leg side. Mansoor got a 50 already to his name and still coming in number 6. I think he should be promoted up to the order.
Well, probably they have a different strategy, playing as a finisher today. It'll be important to see. Once again, spraying down the leg side. Akil, not at his usual best today, as signaled by the umpire. We've seen very good umpiring throughout the tournament. Very consistent.
Yeah, Mr. Balasubramaniam. Very skillful umpire there. And 100 up for Azhaiba 11 here. Finally, it took them almost 15 overs to bring that 100 with 4 wickets down.
Now they've certainly improved from the last outing they had.
चलो फिनिश करेंगे अच्छा
Very good batting. The captain still in the middle. 23 of 13. Akil to bowl his last ball of the over.
Yeah, that is gone big on the onside. No chance for the fielder. That's dropped into the gap. And we are, getting for confirmation. That's 4 runs. Very well done. Getting 4 runs on a final delivery. It's 15 gone. 104 for 4.
15 overs done. Azhaiba 11, 104 for the loss of 4 wickets. The captain, Wasim, still in there with Mansoor. Wasim getting 27 of just 14 deliveries, playing a blinder for his team. And Bousher Busters forced to bring a few changes. Now bringing in Nadeem to bowl his second over.
Yeah, good aggression is shown by the captain despite losing Sufyan, but he has not stopped or been pushed to the back foot. He's scoring runs. And Nadeem would be coming in from Oman tail end, and he's haven't got a wicket as well. I mean, usually you find these left armers getting you wickets, stopping runs flow, but that's not the case today. Oh, catch it is the cry, and the fielder settling underneath takes that catch. The big wicket has departed. Wasim couldn't stop himself from playing shots, and Nadeem finally has a wicket to his name.
Well, you're asking for that wicket for the left-hander, and he's gotten you one. Didn't take him too long, just 2 deliveries. Meanwhile, Azhaiba 11 losing a very important wicket of their captain, Wasim, who was batting brilliantly. Look at that. Very smart bowling by Nadeem. He bowled it away from Wasim, who didn't get to the pitch of the ball, got the outer edge. That went up in the air, and very good catch by Shehbaz. Azhaiba 11 lose their captain. Wasim Akhtar gone for 27 of facing 15 deliveries. 105 for the loss of 5 wickets now.
Come on guys, साथ देंगे जरा. Bowler का साथ देंगे guys. On your toes. On your toes everyone. On your toes guys, on your toes. On your toes everyone, on your toes guys. Lovely, 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 lovely.
Well, just 105. Oh, that's a wicket, another wicket, back-to-back wickets. Well, that was really nothing short, and full length delivery pushed back to the bowler, and it's double wicket for Nadeem. Well, I asked for one, he provided two.
Well, look at that. Almost a full toss, straight back to the bowler. No hesitation. Thank you very much. And yet again, we see another bowler who's on a hat-trick. Usman Haider doesn't disturb the scorers. Gone for a first ball duck. Azhaiba in a spot of bother now. 105 for the loss of 6 wickets.
Well. For the third time, we have the occasion where the bowler is on a hat-trick, and finally, maybe this time around, we'll get that hat-trick. Nadeem on a hat-trick. The slip is on. Uppish. Well, he's played that drive name without bothered about ball is a hat-trick delivery. Oh, that is up in the air, and the third man is not there. They'll be pushing for 2. Plenty of risk involved in that shot. Azhaiba 11 still not hesitating back from hitting big shots.
Well, they know that 120 or 125 will not put a lot of pressure on Bousher Busters. They want to get that score to 140 plus. For that, they require a lot of big hitting. And good intent by Naeem already. He's not going to walk down. He's going to go for his shots. Stepping down the wicket. Straight back to the bowler. Which brings an end to the over number 16. Azhaiba 11 now. 107 for the loss of 6 wickets.
जबा कप्ताना
The run rate at 6.69. Projected score 135. If they can keep going on the same rate and probably get to a 140, which will definitely be very competitive. Sufyan, the captain, coming into bowl his 4th over. Starts off with a slower one. Very well played there. Very good fielding there. See a couple of players from Bousher Busters on the ground trying to field that ball. Look at that. Very good fielding. Good pick up and throw. And a slight between the two, keeper and the batsman. But all's well. No damage done. They picked up a single. 108.
Yeah, all's well that ends well. Yeah, good line and length there from Sufyan Mahmood, who's just targeting that wicket to wicket channel, which will not allow the batter to run freely.
And plus not giving any pace. Just bowling that slower deliveries. He started off. Both the deliveries he's bowled so far have been slower ones. Mansoor to face.
Yeah, he does well. When it comes to change the pace, the varieties, he's keep on bowling the quick and the slower ones. Those are very handy tactic in shorter format.
Especially in the death overs. Mixing them up perfectly. Look at that. That's the quicker one. Moving away. Still getting the ball to talk. And we know he's a brilliant operator with the ball. Does well with the bat. Good captain. Overall a great package, Sufyan.
Yeah, more importantly, very, very good fielder as well.
इजी हो जा इजी हो जा
He's been part and parcel for Oman national side. Sufyan Mahmood, a regular member. Got an opportunity to lead Bousher Busters. I think Adil Shafiq, who they're missing his services because he's traveled to UK, was a big blow to the team, Bousher Busters, because right at the top and as a wicket keeper, he was an example player. This one is put away on the own side, but they'll only gather 1 run.
Well, that's what lack of pace does. It does not allow the batsman to go. Doesn't generate that power on the shots. Nadeem heaving that towards that square leg. Trying to go for that maximum. But with no pace on the ball. That went straight towards that square leg fielder.
Yeah, nicely driven by Mansoor.
छोड़ेंगे छोड़ेंगे
And
छोड़ेंगे
they'll only take 1 to bring that over to an end. It's 112 for 6.
boy. Come on, Nazima. मिलेगा मिलेगा
That is upish in the air. Catch it is the call, but that's in the gap, and they'll get 4 runs. Now Mansoor is getting that flow and he's getting those runs, crucial runs.
Well, Mansoor does not care if Nadeem has picked up a couple of wickets in the last over or if he was on a hat trick. He's going to go for his shots. That was pitched up to him in the slot and he's perfectly played it between the two fielders, the mid wicket and the long on, towards that cow corner and gotten a boundary.
Yeah, this is better line and length. Outside off by the spinner. Now it's a rare sign when you see the spinners bowling at the death overs. Clearly Nadeem getting a go because he's picked up 2 wickets in the final over.
Yeah, the last 2 wickets in the last over, probably encouraging the captain to give him another go. But good batting here by Mansoor and Naeem as well. That step down, that's gone up in the air. Somebody underneath it and he's taken it. Nadeem has picked up another wicket.
Well, the captain's trust has been paid off here. They've kept Nadeem bowling this crucial over and he's picked up another scalp. That's wicket number 3 for him. Yeah, outside off channel, the batter has come down the track quite early. Didn't time it at all, getting the leading edge. That went long way up in the air. While Asif takes that catch comfortable in the end. It is Rana Naeem who has to take a walk out, scoring only 4. It's 117 for 7.
शहबाज भाई सर्कल के अंदर ही छोड़ो वो कह रहे थे कि बॉल लो बैक सर्कल के बाहर नो बॉल दे कह रहे जो बॉल डिलीवर हो रहा है सर्कल के बाहर है शाबाश नदीम बॉलिंग नदीम लवली बॉय ऐसे ही छोड़ छोड़ के बहुत ही स्विंग हो रहा है भाई वहां से भी
Oh, tries to play that cut shot and Asmat was trying and waiting for the batter just to lift that foot up and just dodge the bails. Steps out, lucky there Imam getting inner part of the wood and they'll take 2.
Well, we're going to see a lot of this hits and misses. It's the right. We are at the right end of the innings for Azhaiba 11. Although they've lost 7 wickets, they still want to go for their shots.
Yeah, trying to get close to the ball, and it is cotton ball, another wicket. Nadeem strikes, and his 4th wicket. What a great catch it is. Well, all you need to do is bowl at the right areas. The batter will commit a mistake. Look at that delivery, lofted, easy, and a good follow through. Big walk for Imam Hussain. It's 119 for 8.
ओके सर बाबा जी जल्दी करेंगे भाई बाबा जी कम ऑन गाइस बहुत अच्छा फिनिश करेंगे बहुत अच्छा
Well, Fayaz, but to bowl the penultimate over from Oman LNG end, and I'm still thinking about the batting order of oh, that is scooped away. Not a great timing on it. They'll only take single, and Mansoor is not happy. He wanted to.
Well, nobody's happy. Even Fayaz is not happy. He wanted the fielder to catch that ball. But Fawad probably a bit away. Interesting to see if it was a slower one. No, it wasn't. And no, that was clearly over his head. Fayaz just a bit too frustrated, I think. So nobody happy there. Abid, are you happy?
Well, as long as I'm getting the action, I'm happy. Something is happening there at least. We're just keeping on the edge of our seat. The inside edge, and they'll take a single. Mansoor wants the strike. Well, I'm still gathering things back, trying to understand what batting order it is. Sagir clearly is a all-rounder who can bat really well, coming at number 10. And Mansoor coming at number 6, scoring 50 in the previous game.
Well, probably a change in strategy. Because they didn't get too many runs on the board in the last game. Giving a chance to the bench as well. Trying out new things. It's still the start of the tournament. It's a very long tournament. They'll have enough chances, I'm sure, Abid.
This one has gone up in the air and in well directed. This time it will go over the line. Yeah, that was the safest place to put the ball away, behind the keeper.
Very good batting by Mansoor. Well, he's got the helmet on, so he's allowed to play those shots, the ramp shots. Brilliant looking shot. Look at that. He plays that shot really well and he backs himself. Very confident on that shot.
Yeah, missed on the first occasion, but not on the second. Yeah, look at that frustration, says that. There you go, I got you. It's written that I will play that shot and get a boundary, and he did that. He'll dance down the track and he's been asking for a wide.
Okay, bhai, okay.
Yeah, one for the over it is given. Yeah, Fayaz looks a little bit surprised there.
Well, a typical fast bowler's response to that ramp shot. He's bowled that shorter delivery, that bouncer. Look at that. Mansoor stepping down. Rightly so. That was away from his reach. Close call there for Fayaz, but lucky that wasn't given a wide.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that decision, I think. They're making a move in the field, bringing back a square leg and pushing back the mid-wicket. Probably the idea is to bowl a little good length area, or maybe the shorter length deliveries. They bowl that slow one, took the pace off. Smart move there.
Well bowled, but. Lovely bowling, lovely bowling.
Smart operator Fayaz Bhatt. He's got a lot of experience. And he knows, he's been in these kind of situations for quite a while. He knows how to bowl in the depth. Given away 7 runs so far. Last ball coming up. Can they get another boundary here?
A full toss, but oh, very close to only one stump to Ahmed, and he's done well. Shah is at the stumps. Entertaining over comes to an end. Look at that. Look at that. He was gone. He was gone for sure, but very close. End of the penultimate over. It's 127 for 8.
Come on, batsman. Make it fast.
Well, a huge support for Team Azhaiba 11. They're coming on Fawad Ali to bowl that final over. Shocking no Nadeem. It was 1 wicket away from Pfeiffer.
Well, Abid, I think he's done his job. He's picked up 4 wickets for his team. And the captain not taking that risk, not giving it to a slow bowler at the end. So, probably a better decision.
Yeah, I think sense prevailed that pretty well. You don't want to risk things up. Still, Saghir and Mansoor can hit you. Big shots. They've got all the shots in their textbook. Oh, that is up in the air. Catch it is the cry. The fielder underneath takes that catch. Saghir is a goner now. What a brilliant take. And that was difficult one. Yeah, that's what he's aiming at. He's got little distractions. But in the end, it's Fawad Ali who gets the wicket.
A very good catch. The fielding has been generally very good by Bousher Busters. Fawad Ali starting the last over in the slot. Couldn't middle it. Down towards long on, and Hamad takes a very good catch. Pointing at the sun, but he's got sunglasses behind his head. He's probably had to wear it.
Yeah. But it would be a long walk for Saghir. He's disappointed. Not getting runs. Things are not working on his favour. Captain the first match. And I'm now demoted in the batting order. Scoring only 2 runs. It's 127 for 9.
Hamal, the last man for Azhaiba 11. Can Bousher Buster stop them, get that last wicket? Or can Azhaiba 11 get to that 140 mark? They still have 5 balls, 13 runs to get. That'll be a huge achievement if they can get to 140. That'll make very interesting chase.
Yeah, for that they need 13 runs. With 1 wicket only remaining, seems to be a difficult task.
Well, Abid, they've got Mansoor in the middle, who's on 16 of 13 balls. He got a 50 in the last game he's played. So he can bat. And I won't be shocked if he brings in that ramp shot.
I think because Fawad likes to bowl on a good length areas, I don't think so he'll be getting that ram shot. And he's calculating the fielders on the offside, so it could be the covers region he'll be targeting, but that's not his game. He doesn't go usually through the covers. He likes to go on the onside, the cow corner and the mid-wicket region, and the long on. That's where he aims when he plays big shots. Yeah, so that shuffle early for Fawad Ali. And bowled pretty well. They're pushing for 2, and Mansoor will keep the strike.
Very good running by Mansoor. Making sure that he takes most of the strike for this last over. Look at that. As soon as he hit that shot, he ran off. A quick first run and making sure that he comes back for that second. Good running at the end.
130, not a bad runs on board. Oh, he's threw the kitchen sink at it. He went for the big shot, missing it completely. Change of pace from Fawad Ali did the trick.
Well, he probably wanted to hit it to our hotel. He threw everything on that one, but a slower one by Fawad Ali. That's probably what saved him, that slower delivery.
Yeah, probably that would have landed into Bousher if that would have been middled. I think Azhaiba would be happy getting 130 at least on board. Now going on a back foot, trying to loft that one, and the catch has been put down. Hamad losing his sight. Why still he does not have those shades on?
Well, he's missed it in the sun, but he's got sunglasses behind his head. Somebody needs to tell him to wear that. And look at that. Yep, he's just missed it in the sun.
Well, this time this will go to the sun. That was a great hit to end the inning on a high note. He gets the 6 runs on the final delivery of Fawad Ali. And they'll end up by scoring 138 runs. Well, quite good recovery this has been from Azhaiba. Losing 9 wickets, yes, but they scored well.
Absolutely, very good comeback by Azhaiba after losing that first game. And especially Mansoor following up that 50 with another good 26 of just 17 deliveries. Momentum certainly on Azhaiba 11 side. Finishing with a big 6 over mid-wicket. And that will be important to see how that last cash drop would affect this run chase now.
Yeah, clearly the 6 runs, and that 6 runs can be the difference. Because Azhaiba backs their bowling. They say that the thing that their bowling is strong than their batting. By scoring 138, they'll be satisfied. It's not time for the bowlers to try to contain runs and pick up wickets. That's what. 26 runs from Akil at the top, and then Sufyan 35, very crucial. But Wasim giving that acceleration and playing a cameo role as a captain, scored 27 of 15, and Mansoor for 26 of 17. A good contribution from 4 players made it into that 138.
Absolutely good batting there by Azhaiba 11, but not very bad bowling as well by Bousher Busters. They've been very consistent, just giving away those 5 extras. Fawad Ali picking up a couple of wickets. Fayaz Butt picking up a single wicket as well. Imran Ali, he was given 2 overs. He picked up a wicket as well. But the pick of the bowlers for Bousher Busters was Nadeem Khan, bowling 3 overs, giving away 21 runs and picking up 4 important wickets, 2 each in the last 2 overs he's bowled. Surprising, Akil Khan didn't pick up a wicket today. He was the man of the match from the last game.
Yeah, let's have a look at the highlights of the first inning. That's how things started, with a wicket on first over. And then good scoring there from Akil. He's kept on finding the boundaries. And until this was caught behind Vakas. And there was been runs coming in, but that wicket has been, they've been losing wickets at the regular interval, but the runs flow, those quick 20s, 30s has helped their way get a good total on board in the end. It was a good take there, the leading edge, and a few scoop shots behind the keeper. There's been a lot of attempts of that. That was an out, and when Wasim came in, he immediately went for his shots, played that cameo role alongside Sufyan. They built a good partnership. I think that partnership was the key to get them through to a decent total. Not a big one, direct hit from Fayaz, but from deep. Let's take Sufyan out of the game. And in the end, it was Mansoor who came in with his captain. Captain playing 1 shot too many and getting out cheaply. And then we have seen a couple of occasions that cotton bowl from Nadeem. He's picked up 4 wickets. Clearly, he had the fantastic day with the ball in hand. Look at that. And that was Fayaz Butt to bowl the penultimate over and Fawad to bowl the final over. In the end, they got that big 6 after dropping 1 and getting 1. And that was how the things has panned out for us. And it's time for us to take a short break and be right back to see the Bousher Busters response to 139.
Welcome back to Oman Cricket Academy, Al Amirat Cricket Ground. We just got done with the first innings where Azhaiba 11 have managed to put on 138 on the board. 139 is the target for Bousher Busters when their batters will come out to bat at the required run rate of 6.90. Talking about the first innings, it has been a seesaw battle for Azhaiba 11 where they have put on 138 on the board courtesy 26 not out from Mansoor Wasim, chipping in with 27 from 15. Slow innings of 35 from 34 balls from Sufyan, and Akil has scored 26 from 28 deliveries. They have lost 9 wickets in the process of scoring 138 runs in 20 overs. If you talk about the bowling of Bousher Busters, Fawad Ali picking up 2 wickets, conceded 20 runs, a wicket apiece for Fayaz Butt and Imran Ali. 4 wickets for Nadeem Khan. He was expensive in his first over, but then made a very good comeback, picking up 4 wickets, conceding 21 runs in 3 overs. 139 is the target when Bousher Busters batters will come out to bat. And the Combox have been joined by Shoaib Ahmed. Welcome, Shoaib. 139 is the target. How are you seeing the second innings?
Thank you, Noman. I think Azhaiba 11 have done really well to get to that total. Just felt Mansoor could have been sent a little early and they might have been able to reach 150. But nevertheless, that's what the score is. And that is what they will be trying to defend against Bousher Busters. 139.
Well, they need wickets early on, that's for sure. And they would want to make at least a couple of strikes in the first few overs to push Bousher Busters on the back foot. Shubhopal at the crease is joined by Asif Khan. Both of these batters, they come with a reputation of good ball striking. Not a very tall fixture, Shubhopal, but he knows how to bat in these situations. We were mentioning before about the surface being a lot difficult to bat on. But still 139 is definitely gettable considering the batting Bousher Busters has.
Yes, this is a score that both teams will be feeling they can win this game from here. Azhaiba 11 will back themselves to defend it. Bousher Busters will be looking to chase it down. And that is why the first 6 overs are going to be very crucial. As always, it's the Oman D20 powered by Fancode. Match number 5. Remember, we've got 2 more matches after this. It's a triple header day. Naeem is going to start the proceedings for Azhaiba 11. He also does get some movement in the air. And the umpire will say, let's play in a few moments. Come on, say it. Okay, he said it. Let's play. And first ball, peach of a delivery from Naeem. That's a very good ball, very good start. A fumble by the keeper. Well, that was definitely one ball that Shubhopal won't be expecting first up.
What a delivery. Just went away from the right-handed batter. Even keeper could not gather that. What a start from Rana Naeem. This is what Azhaiba 11 expect from the strike bowler. A wicket early on would really set up the tone for the Azhaiba side. Slip in place now after the first delivery.
Another good delivery just outside off. He's got some bounce on that previous delivery. Good carry as well. There you go. Nice carry right into the gloves of the keeper, Sufyan.
He's got a good high arm action. Good follow through as well. Rana Naeem. We were mentioning about those tricky targets before. That somewhat 135 to 150 are those scores which look easy on the paper, but they do get tricky with the kind of surface we are playing on.
Yes, the surface and also the approach from the batters, because they're not sure whether they want to go all guns blazing or just want to take the cautious approach. And in that process, they tend to play a few slow overs that pushes the net run rate up. That's us, Shoaib Ahmed and Noman Chaudhary.
Four dot balls to start for Rana Naeem. He's been spot on. Nicely guided this one towards the third fielder. You're rightly mentioning about the approach that the batters follow. It's just the fact that sometimes you get bogged down by some good bowling. The other times you get back in your shell while playing some defensive shots. So one approach that you should follow is to get boundary every over. That won't let the pressure come to your head. Ah, beautiful delivery. Beats past the outside edge once again. This has been the story of the first over. Brilliant start from Naeem. One without the loss of any wicket. Bousher busters. Mansoor has been a mainstay for Azhaiba 11. Handy with both with the bat and with the ball. Very athletic fielder. He's also one of those players, one of those utility players that we've been talking about. Driven handsomely. Does the ball have enough legs to go across the fence? Yes, it does. Shobha Paul with the first boundary of the second innings.
Yes, not the best of deliveries from Mansoor. It was full and it was wide. And Shubo leaning into that drive. And as you rightly mentioned, great placement, good timing, driven handsomely for 4 runs.
Fuller once again driven, but this time it finds the fielder. The placement wasn't that right this time around. Always nice to get those juicy full toss early on in the innings.
Oh, that was a dolly. Shubho Pal could have played it anywhere. He plays it straight to the fielder. Lucky escape from Mansoor. Beautiful shot again. This time it's Asif getting into the groove. Another full delivery, another loose delivery, and Asif, he's off the mark with a glorious drive for 4 runs.
Good batting from Asif Khan. Bouncing on the width that was on offer. This shot had a touch of Priti Shaw on it. Good control there from Asif Khan. Leaning into the shot. Brilliant weight transfer. Fully focused here at the moment, Asif Khan. Second boundary of the over, not a good start from Mansoor.
Well, you spoke about Prithvi Shaw. He just scored the second highest score in domestic cricket, 379 runs in a Ranji Trophy game against Assam just a few days back. Another fun fact, this time not from the fun news, from the Combox, yes. 10 runs. Good over this one for Bousher Busters. Driven Ken Fuller. Mansoor doesn't look his usual self. He's bowling too full. Hasn't got his rhythm yet. Should get that as soon as possible because Azhaiba can't afford that Mansoor goes for runs. They need wickets.
Go straight. It timed that well enough. Over the head of the fielder. This has travelled all the way for a 6. What a way to finish the over for Asif Khan. A maximum to end the over 16 without losing any wicket at the close of 2 overs mark. Bousher Busters. Naeem has been very consistent in terms of picking the line and lengths there. Always troubling the batters, asking them questions. On the other hand, Shubhapali needs to show his authority at the crease. Oh, beautiful delivery there. You're always in two minds whether to play it or to leave it, Shubhapal. Always nice to have your partner running up to you after such kind of delivery. This was a beautiful one. It left the batter. Very consistent in terms of line and length, Naeem.
Nicely played again from Shubho, just guiding it towards deep third. Sensible batting so far from Bousher Busters. They've not taken any unwanted risk. Have played on the merit. Rana Naeem, he's bowled well. Just 2 runs in his 9 deliveries so far. And some field placements for Naeem. Just wants to make sure he's got all his bases covered. The fielders are exactly where he wants them to be.
Oh, beautiful delivery once again. Beating past the outside edge. Good start from Naeem. So it's a Friday afternoon here in Oman, and we'll really find this time to ask. This was a beautiful delivery there. Really find this time to ask Shoaib about his Friday rituals. In Pakistan, we usually have this one thing about having rice, or pulao, and biryani on Friday. So, what are the usual rituals in UAE or in India?
Oh, that's a beautiful hit straight down the ground. Great connection. What a clean hit that is from Asif. Using his feet, and he's played that over the side screen for the first six of the innings.
What a shot this time around. Asif Khan is one of those players who look so pleasing to the eyes whenever they are in good touch. Clean hit, and this has travelled all the way. Huge hit. So the pressure that was mounting because of the dot balls by Shubhapal has been released by Asif Khan's good batting.
Well, that was really a clean hit. And I stand corrected. It's the second six that he's hit, not the first. But first in terms of the ranking, because that was hit supremely well. And a good comeback from Rana Naeem. Now he knows that he can't be bowling too full, too close. So gets that a little further away from the batter. Dot ball to end the over. 3 overs have been bowled. 23 for no loss. Three overs, 23 for no loss. So there's a change in the bowling. Mansoor doesn't get another run over. It's going to be Hamal. Spin bowling introduced into the attack. Shubhapal gets a single, gets to the non-striking end. Yes, you were asking me about Friday rituals. Biryani, pulao. You've already made me feel hungry. And I'm on intermittent fasting right now with my dietitian in the com box, Mohammad Rashid. So I don't know whether I'll be able to answer that question without my mouth watering.
Well, you're just covering it up with the fasting thing. You just had mandi last night, finishing that complete.
Full plate of rice. Yes, we did. But it's just that one meal that we have in the day. So I'm hoping that it gives us some results. Normally on a Friday, it's mostly at home with family. And you're right, we do have a special meal. Can be anything. I think you're missing home already.
Yeah, absolutely. Who doesn't miss home though? But it's just about those Fridays and the sense of the calmity in the air. Can already sense it in the Oman's air as well. It's a beautiful day, bright sunny day with the wind blowing across.
Oh yes, and you could see that when you're coming from the hotel to the venue. The shops were closed, the roads were empty, so everybody was at home earlier on. And you will expect some crowd as well. Since it's a holiday, you will expect people to come in and watch some games. As we see on the screens right now, some special guests. Good over so far from Hamal. Just 2 runs off it. End of the 4th over. As we discuss about Biryani, it's 25 for no loss.
Naeem has been given the go for the third time in this innings. The idea behind is to get the wicket number 1, the wicket that they have been searching for. Be it Shubhapal or Asif Khan. There's a certain thing about players like Asif Khan. It's just about the start. Once they get going, it just becomes difficult to stop them. Just about a couple of deliveries early on in the innings if you manage to get their wicket. Otherwise, it's all the batter's glory. Wow, that's gone up in the air. He hasn't timed that well. Midon settling underneath that one. That's a very good catch. The type of catches you would want when you are defending a low total. And Shubhapal departs first wicket for Azhaiba 11.
Well, Rana Naeem has definitely repaid that faith. He was given an extended run looking for a wicket. This one was played up in the air, was there for quite some time, and a very good catch. Oh, that was a brilliant catch, diving. And it's never easy taking catches running behind. He's done a marvellous job to get that first wicket. It's Shubhapal walking back after scoring 8 of 14. Bousher Busters, 26 for 1.
Hamad Ifrak, another one of those experienced players from Bousher Busters, comes out to bat. 310 runs in 23 games. Best of 59. Strike rate is slightly on the lower side. Oh, it's a good delivery. Been wicket to wicket. It's been accurate, Rana Naeem. This is how Shubhapal was dismissed. Dances down the track to a delivery there, and look at this for the catch. Kept his eyes on the ball till the very last moment. He did all the basics right. Pounced on to a very good catch there. Very economical Rana Naeem.
Again, some movement off the deck. That is where Rana Naeem is so good. He has that ability to move the ball after it pitches. And that's why you're always guessing whether it's going to come in or move away from you. There you go again, that movement of the deck. He's got that brilliant seam position. I think once the ball hits the seam, that's when it deviates off the deck.
This is a brilliant delivery now. As a batsman, it's not a good sign there to face these deliveries early on. A good seam up ball there from Naeem.
Dot ball to end the over. 5 overs have been bowled, 26 for 1. Five overs, 26 for 1. Sedate start for Bousher Busters. They've kept the pressure on Azhaiba 11. They've not let the game slip away from their hands as Hamal comes in to bowl his second over. Moves this one quick, darts this one on the stumps. Well played by Asif.
Spinners will play a key role, as we have seen in the first innings. Pressure was built on one end by Akil Khan, then Nadeem going on to pick 4 wickets from the other end. They would want to do they are expecting the same job from Hamal Abdul Wahab. Bowled a good or decent first over. If you talk about Hamal Abdul Wahab, he bowled a good first over. 15 deliveries since the last boundary. This is the pressure that we've been talking about ever since Asif Khan smoked that 6 over long off. Hasn't been any boundary since then. Slogged on the onside. Long chase for the fielder at mid-wicket. Saghir did cut the ball off. A very good throw there.
Bousher Busters captain Sufyan Mahmood. We will see him in action sometime later in the innings. Cut and cut well, and equally well fielded. Can't stop them from taking a single, but that won't hurt. You can see the appreciation. He's definitely saved runs for his side. A little tensed now, this dugout of Bousher Busters. I think this match is going to go down to the wire. Wanted to cut that very close to the stumps, misses it completely. Now he knows that the ball is just keeping a tad bit low. Not the easiest of wickets to bat on.
Well, once again, this was another quicker delivery from Hamal Abdul Wahab. Pulled another decent over. Again trying to guide this one towards the third fielder. Another dot ball to finish the over. The power play comes to an end. 29 for the loss of 1 wicket. Bousher Busters. We're into the power play number 2, where the field restrictions are over. Such a surprising sight to see the fast bowler continuing for the 4th over. It's only because of the fact that he has been very economical and very accurate in terms of not giving away any extra runs. Has picked up a wicket of Shubho Paul as well. The last over of Rana Naeem's spell. Look at this. That is a beautiful delivery now. The shout from the wicket keeper. The bowler doesn't seem interested.
Yes, a late reaction from Rana Naeem. Don't think he felt there was an edge. But he's bowled really well. Just that length and that movement in the air. Let's look at that bowling action of Naeem and how he really releases the ball and how he manages to get that movement. This one's been hit straight to long on for a single. I think we'll look at that again in the replay. There you go. As he comes close, the release point. Yes, there you go. That release, very nice. And when the ball pitches, I think more often than not, it's on the seam. And that's why you see some movement off the deck.
A very swift action. Oh, slight misunderstanding. A hit would have been interesting there at the non-striker's end. This is good fielding effort there from Azhaiba 11. They look all charged up.
Yes, they do. They have a spring in their step. Their body language is quite different. Look very confident. Good pickup. Good throw as well. Had that been a direct hit, that would have been curtains for Asif Khan. Nicely played up and over. And it's gone the distance. Well, didn't look like it's going to go all the way, but he's hit that hard using his feet, and against somebody like Rana Naeem, I think Hamad, that is a special shot.
Well, against the run of play, Hamad Ifraq has produced something absolutely sensational. He went down to the pitch of the ball, cleared the infield, and the ball has travelled many of miles. A 6 to release the pressure for Hamad Ifraq and Bousher Busters.
Nothing wrong with the delivery, and Rana Naeem cannot do anything more than what he's done. It was a good ball, but just a super shot from Hamad. Short ball, pulls it this time. There is protection in the deep towards mid-wicket. Will only be a single.
Bousher Busters dugout. Be very relieved and satisfied faces. The game's not over yet, and they are in the driving seat. They've already won the first game against the Gubra Giants. If you talk about the field, we have mid-wicket and square leg back at the fence. And then there's a sweeper cover on the offside, long off in play as well. Once again, it took the batter by surprise because of extra bounce. A single will conclude Naeem's spell, and the 7 overs for Bousher Busters, 38 after losing 1 wicket.
The fun fact, Indian cricketer Neetu David's distinct ponytail was a result of her parents not wanting her to have haircut. Well, we'll have to look at that ponytail. But we've seen over the years, a lot of cricketers have different hairstyles. Can you think of anything?
Well, my favorite over the years was Ishant Sharma's ponytail, I believe.
Yes, and there was one cricketer who was very aware about the fashion and the trend, and always had a different hairstyle every time he came out. That was Kevin Peterson. He sported different looks at different times. It was very trendy. Meanwhile, a trendy looking shot. It's gone the distance as well. Beautiful hit from Hamad. He's getting into the groove. A 6 straight down the ground, and now using that length and slog sweeping that over cow corner for 6.
That wasn't a good ball from Wasim there. It was in the slot and has smoked it over mid-wicket for a good 6 there. So Hamad Ifraq getting back in his groove. A couple of 6s here. Now this has been called as wide by the umpire. So the idea is right, to ball it away from the reach of the batter.
Straight down the ground for a single. Wasim, the captain, he's introduced himself into the attack, coming around the wicket. What do you think of that strategy?
The idea is to pitch the ball away from the batter and make sure that the batter fetches it from outside the line of off stump. And in doing so, you can get his wicket as well in the attempt to play a big shot. So far it has been a good over for Bousher Buster, stealing 10 runs of the first 4 balls. Straight, handsomely driven there. It's only a single. Team will have to play a major role here because they need wickets. Azhaiba 11 and they need them right now. Play towards the sweeper cover. The last ball, a single. Will conclude Wasim's first over. 50 up on the board for Bousher Busters after losing 1 wicket in 8 overs.
अकमल भाई एक्स्ट्रा कवर होइएगा फिर
Shubhapal is the only batter to be dismissed. Naeem picked up his wicket and Asif Hamad Ifraq on the crease. The captain Sufyan Mahmood, Imran, Fayaz Bhatt, Azmat and Akil Khan to follow. So they got a good batting lineup. But they just need to make sure that they don't get carried away by the required run rate.
Yes, 15-8 is not bad. Oh, nicely played inside out over extra cover. Won't go all the way, but that was a good shot from Asif. Just chipping it over the extra cover fielder against Waqas, who's bowling his first ball of the spell.
It's delightful to watch. Waqas, another left arm spinner. There have been a number of left arm spinners in this tournament. Oh, that's leading edge, but it did not carry to the fielder. So we have seen a number of left arm spinners. Akil playing for Bousher Busters. Nadeem playing for Bousher Busters as well. He picked up 4 wickets today. And we see Hamal Abdul Wahab, Waqas, Ayan Khan,
Amar Kaleem, Wasim Ali. So yes, quite a few left arm spinners in D20. And all of them are really talented. Ayan Khan, you said, is also a part of the Oman team. Bowls a lot at the highest level as well. Zishan Maqsood, the captain.
Goes straight over the head of the bowler. This has been timed supremely, but a good fielding effort there from the fielder.
Good run there. Good shot as well. I'm better at this, Numan.
Well, absolutely. You're good at remembering names. You just need a clue to start. And then you become absolutely unstoppable. A dot ball to finish the over. 9 gone, 54 for 1. Some discussions going on in the middle. Basim Akhtar, Saghir and the other partners. Osman there in the middle wearing the jersey number 24. The experienced pro Saghir has decided to take the ball in his hands. 54 in 9 overs. But it's just a wickets column. They've only lost 1 wicket. This means that they are in total control of the game, Bousher Busters. And I believe that's a right approach. The more you take the game deep and long, the more chances you have of winning the game.
Yes, you need to make sure you have wickets in hand and also keep the run rate in check, and that is what Bousher Busters have done well so far. They haven't lost too many wickets, and hence you see Sagir coming into bowl looking for wickets. They'll have to try and get a breakthrough here. They're almost run a ball. In fact, they are exactly run a ball. A good over can change the game for both the teams either ways. Hamad looking good on 17 of 15. Asif is also playing a very responsible knock. Takes a quick single, Hamad.
Beautiful delivery there. Loud shout from the bowler. Umpire has raised his finger and they've got the prize scalp of Asif Khan. Wicket number 2 for Azhaiba 11 and just the right move to bring on Sagir Ahmed in the attack.
Well, a masterstroke, wasn't it? They discussed about it, they planned it, and now Sagir has got them that breakthrough that they were desperately looking for. Good length, in no position to play that shot. And the umpire raises the dreaded finger. Celebrations are on for Sagir. He knows the importance of that wicket. Asif will have to walk back. He scored 28 of 26, and Bousher Busters are 55 for 2.
Hamad Mirza. I have seen him featuring for Bousher Busters in the Oman D20 tournament, concluded a couple of months ago. He's a good batter, he's a good ball striker. 10 runs in 2 games. He's new into this D20 circuit. Delivery there now, some misunderstanding. So it's just about those low scoring games that we've been talking over and over. The required run rate is slowly creeping up from 8 to 8.5 and they have just lost a wicket. So every now and then you lose a wicket. It's just a rebuilding phase that just starts.
Yes, you're right, and that's the wicket of Asif. Faintest of edges, but that was enough to send Asif Khan packing. And you're right about the net run rate, the required run rate, beg your pardon. It is creeping up, and that's what we discussed, right? It's just a matter of one over for either teams. One good over can change the game. Or one good over for Bousher Busters will get their required run rate in check, while an over with a wicket will turn the tide in the favor of Azhaiba 11.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of more wickets and the chance of Qurban would absolutely increase. It's one of those teams in the tournament who always have a lot of support from the local crowd. The two Hamads in the middle.
Yes, required run rate of 8.3. Another good over, tight over will raise that required run rate to almost 9 and 10, and then the game will be in favor of Azhaiba. And you're right, a lot of support for Azhaiba 11 whenever they come out to play. They've got some good fan following. Edged chance for the keeper. Sufyan diving to his right, gets his hand onto it, but doesn't hold on. Another chance. Gone begging. 10 overs, halfway through the second innings. 58 for 2. Change in the combox. It's going to be Abid Ibrahim and Mohammad Rashid.
आप अपनी जगह पे आओ ना, मारने तो दो, मैं खुद जा रहा हूँ मारे, थोड़ा सा बाहर रहना, बस थोड़ा सा बाहर रहना. Batsman bowler coming left arm round between the wickets. थोड़ा अंदर है, पेंसर के पास. सगीर इधर हो, सगीर. स्वान भाई, तुसी इधर आओ.
Thank you, Shoaib Ahmed and Noman Chaudhary.
खुद पकड़ेंगे.
End of 10 overs. Bousher Busters 58 for the loss of 2 wickets. As I welcome my co-commentator and friend, Abid Ibrahim.
Thank you very much, Rashid. So great to be back here. And so does this tournament getting just opening up, and the more action we see, the more further we go into the tournament, the more performances we see from the batters, from the bowlers.
Well, interesting phase here. Bousher Busters require 81 of 58 deliveries now. Even Stevens, they've lost 2 wickets. Fuller from Okas, he's done well. They're building up that pressure. Dot balls coming in. It'll be very interesting to see how they go about business now. Fuller once again. Tap towards that extra cover region, picking up a single. Dealing in singles now. Bousher Busters probably trying to take the game as deep as possible. Meanwhile, Okas doing a good job for his team. Just giving away 5 runs in 1.4 overs so far. Hamad, on the other hand, he swept and swept well towards that mid-wicket region. Fielder does the clean-up. Only a single there. Okas certainly bowling very good line and length. Once again, slightly shorter, cut away towards that sweeper cover. And they pick up 2 easy runs there. Well, that's the end of over number 11. 62 for the loss of 2 wickets, Bousher Busters. Well, single. No, they're pushing for the second. Current run rate at 5.64. Required 8.56 at the moment. That is changing with every delivery.
A very interesting phase of the game where exactly. Yeah, there you go. We have dignitaries coming in. Your representatives from Auto Rent. Yeah, one of the leading renting and leasing agents of Oman. Great facilities they provide. The magical team that you need in the city, in the country when you're around here. If you're looking for renting the auto.
Absolutely. You know where to go to if you have any requirements for renting and leasing. Auto Rent, that's the name. Well, enjoying the game here. Certainly we are enjoying the game and so is everybody else.
It's so great that they just don't get associated with the game, but they themselves come in to watch the sporting event. There is no better place to invest.
Absolutely.
Have a look at that drop catch that we had on that last over final delivery. Yeah, this was hard, but you need to take these less than half chances, and that's the only way to make an impact. Oh, another one. That one is a little far than the previous one we were showing. Moreover, add salt to the injury. It's a 4 runs.
Well, absolutely. As soon as we had shown the previous replay from the catch drop, there's another one which is just, but I think this one was a bit too high for the wicketkeeper. Getting a thicker edge this time. But talk about Saghir, he's bowling well. He's asking questions. Bowling in the right areas. Even he poised this game, 70 for 2 Bousher busters. Ahmad. Well played there. Picking up a single. That's been the key in this partnership. They've been rotating the strike, making sure they pick up the singles.
Yeah, it's a weekend here. The families has come in as this game is getting evenly right in the balance. Bousher busters rightly behind that 139 with 2 wickets down on 71, pardon me. Both Hamad now trying to construct the inning, and this one gets a boundary. Very, very welcome boundary. All he had to do is just open the face of the blade, guide it towards the third, and gets a 4 runs and over comes to an end. Bousher busters 75 for 2.
Beautiful graphics here from our graphics team. Bousher busters require 64 of 48 balls. Exactly 8 runs and over. Abid, this will be an interesting chase. Can we have a last ball finish? Or a super over?
Well, you're certainly demanding too much now. It's just the beginning of the tournament. Let the things go. And it's a perfect game, but I think that not sure about the last ball, but I think the last over should be the case here. And the fielder of Azhaiba putting a great show, throwing themselves, but they have just put down few chances earlier. If those chances were being held, might had a different plan altogether. Look at that great fielding. That's what you need to do. Oh, this has gone downtown, straight over the bowler head, and that is gone for all money. That's gone all the way for a 6 runs. Glorious hit from Ahmad.
Well, if they keep batting this way, it's certainly not going to go to the last over. They will be finishing it a couple of overs before that. Very good shot that was in the slot. Slightly fuller from Akas, and Hamad taking full advantage of that, hitting it over the bowler's head. Very good shot there. And now it's they've probably gotten that required run rate down to around the 7 mark. Once again, using his feet, going straight down over the bowler's head. Just need a confirmation from the umpire, and rightly, that's gone all the way. Very good shot, all the way for 6.
Well, back-to-back sixes. Look at that. He's got close to the ball. And perfect position. That's flat. And gone just over the rope for a 6 runs. Hamad Mirza now getting into the groove and trying to finish things off early.
Certainly very good batting. Targeting the bowlers. They got quite a few runs in the last over. Almost 10 runs. And now they've gotten few. Look, as we look at that replay once again, the umpires making sure that the call was right. Oh, that's just bounds inside the line, the boundary line. So probably, yeah, change in decision has been changed to a boundary now.
Yeah, indeed. At every delivery now converting. But nevertheless, that's a boundary there that is more important, that you're getting that flow. Pulled his length back, Waqas, this time. Certainly not things working the way Azhaiba 11 wants their team put on a show there. Quite interesting to see Fayaz but getting ready. It doesn't bat usually up to the order. Meanwhile, 88 for 2 at the end of 13 Bousher Busters. Hamal Abdul Wahab comes in. Operating from Oman tail end. He's given only 5 in his 2 overs. But I think the only way to pull things back for Azhaiba, they need wicket here. Containing runs will not help their cause.
Absolutely, they need wickets, and they need a few of them, and very quickly. If they cannot pick up a couple of wickets in the next 2 overs, then it'll be, I'm afraid, too late for them. Meanwhile, both the Hamads playing very smart cricket. They're getting that boundary of the over and then just making sure they keep rotating that strike. Hamad Mirza and Hamad.
There he goes for the big. That's up in the air, high. Catch it is the call, and they took the wicket that we've been talking about. How desperate they needed that wicket, and they got one. Azhaiba 11 strikes. That's a 3rd wicket going down, and a comeback for Azhaiba into the game. This might bring some luck and might bring the game into their favour.
Well, Hamad losing the plot there. That was pitched up, going for that slog sweep. That went up in the air, miles up in the air. And a very good catch there by the fielder. They've got that wicket now. That's an opening for them. It'll be very important to see how they make that comeback. Naeem taking that catch. Hamad Ifraq gone. for 30 after facing 26 deliveries. Bousher busters now 90 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Well, that was the man who was getting ready and getting a go here is Fayaz, but well, usually we know him for his bowling. It seems to be that he's getting a go to express yourself, play a few big shots, get the team out of the pressure. There is not such a big pressure right now, 90 for 3. But you never know. A couple of more wickets might get Azhaiba 11 back in the game and they might get going. And give us that exciting game that you've been talking about, that you want the game to go till the last ball.
Well, Fayaz but given an opportunity, he favors the spinners, hence I think he's given this opportunity. Meanwhile, Hamal bowling brilliantly for Azhaiba 11. Can he pick up another wicket? Very well bowled. He's in his 3rd over. Bowled 17 deliveries and just given away 7 runs. Picked up a wicket. Putting some pressure on Bousher busters. They've got that opening. Can they make most of it? Oh, that would have been close. Trying to cut that ball. That was too full to cut. A dot ball to end the over. 14 overs gone. Bousher busters 90 for the loss of 3 wickets.
Guys.
Well, look at the bowling card here for Azhaiba 11. They've used 6 bowlers. Well, the pick of the bowlers, Hamal, Abdul Wahab, just giving away 7 runs in his 3 overs, picking up a wicket with economy of 2.33. Rana Naeem and Sagir Ahmed picking up a wicket each as well. They'll have to make sure that they put a lot of pressure on Bousher busters. The good part is they've given away just 2 extras.
Very disciplined. What I think is that you need to have a slip in for the new man as Fayaz but comes in. You need to target that wicket. You need to try to put some extra pressure on him. Try to get your best bowlers out. And I think this is the time where you can use your premier bowlers to get another wicket here. If this partnership gets settled and get going, I'm not talking about the huge partnership, maybe 20, 25 or 30 runs partnership would be enough from here. Even for that matter, 15 runs partnership will hurt them.
Absolutely, any quick runs will hurt them. So they need to make sure that they don't give away any quick runs to Fayaz, Butt or Hamad Mirza. Mirza has been there for a while now. Cut and behind point towards that fielder in the deep. Wanted a double, but he slipped in the process. Fayaz Butt restricting them only to 1. So yes, we were talking about those quick runs. They need to make sure that they don't give away quick runs. If they can put a lot of pressure with those dot balls and then probably try and get a wicket.
Oh, this one is gone. Nicely done. Excellent timing on that. Perfect position. Just enough shuffle from the batter to dispatch that one and send it for that glorious 6.
Well, Hamad Mirza is batting brilliantly. Look at that shot. On one knee and over that square leg region for a big 6. Now, very smart cricket. He's just gone for that single. He knows that he's got the boundary of the over.
I just wonder Wasim Akhtar bringing himself back into the attack while conceding 12 runs in his first over and again trying to bowl himself at a very crucial moment of the game. Yeah, he's a good bowler, but the day should be belonging to you as well. This is a final delivery. And 100 up for Bousher Busters with a loss of 3 wickets. Lots of contribution there. Ahmad Mirza is scoring 30. So does Hamad Ifraq. And Asif giving that perfect start with 28. I think that is what you call scoring runs and contributing together.
Absolutely. Making sure that they give a good start to the team. Meanwhile, Hamal Abdul Wahab continuing. He's been the pick of the bowlers. Can he pick up another wicket in this over? And specifically, a wicket of Hamad Mirza. That will certainly put some pressure on Bousher Busters.
Nicely played that one along the carpet. I don't think so they need to take any risk further from here. Just go with the flow, score runs, try to play along the carpet. As you find a gap, you might find a boundary. More importantly, maybe they need to see off Abdul Wahab, who's just got 3 more deliveries to bowl from here. An excellent piece of fielding.
Well, I've been mighty impressed with Hamad Mirza. He's made sure that he stays in the middle, plays some good shots, get those boundaries in the overs, maintains the required run rate, and whenever required, just, gets those singles out of the way. So very good batting by Hamad Mirza. He's been the pick of the batters for Bousher Busters. 31, 32 of 21 now.
Yeah, Bousher Busters has been so far so good. The first game they won very comfortable win for them on the first game, and now the second one. They seem to be on the right track. They've got a mix of experience and the young players. Rightly balanced, led by this man on your screen. Sufyan Mahmood is the captain of this team.
Certainly done a very good job within the field, and now his batters are doing a wonderful job. Last ball of the 16th over cut hard towards that sweeper cover, and they pick up a single to end the over. It's the end of a very good spell by Hamal Abdul Wahab, giving away 13 runs in his 4 overs and picking up an important wicket. 16 overs gone. Bousher Busters 106 for the loss of 3 wickets.
शाबाश यार बॉन्टियों वाले जरा टाइट रहना भाइयों, बॉन्टियों वाले जरा टाइट रहना जरा। बस ए मंसूर बस, बॉन्टियों वाले टाइट रहना भाइयों। सही है, वन है सगेर सगेर।
Hit very hard, but some work for the fielder. There's a lot of strategy going on.
Absolutely, a lot of discussion. Current rate at 6.68, required almost 8 and over. A little touch higher, but that is well under control as long as this man is in the middle, Hamad Mirza.
Yeah, and they have 7 wickets to come. They have plenty of wickets in hand. That gives you extra confidence to chase that one. He's probably asking for wide, and I think the umpire is within his right. That's been up straight to the hand. Hamal Abdul Wahab takes the catch. Finally, Wasim Akhtar strikes the captain and gets the wicket, all-important wicket. Hamad Mirza was dragging this game out and was taking Azhaiba out of the contest, but 1 wicket, 1 shot too many.
Well, very good wicket there. Very good catch by Hamal. That has opened the doors. Hamad Mirza livid with himself. He's gone at a very crucial stage. Gone for 35 after facing 25 deliveries. Bousher busters 108 for the loss of 4 wickets now.
लेफ्टी ने गाइस, लेफ्टी ने। अमल भाई फाइन हो जाना पे। उस्मान भाई, अमल भाई इधर फाइन आएगा। अमल भाई फाइन आए। सही है, हाँ मिडिल थोड़ा बाहर हो पे। अकमल को चेक करें, अकमल को।
Well, the new man in, Sufyan, the captain. Sufyan Mahmood, 656 runs, 26.24 average.
ठीक है,
Very good batsman. A regular feature in the national side as well. So he knows how to play in these kind of situations, and he will add and provide that support to Fayaz Butt as well.
Well, ideal situation for the captain to come in and take the team out of the pressure. 2 wickets down in quick session. And Fayaz takes that one out of the bones, and they have put it away for a boundary. 1 bounce 4, and he is still watching that willow. He's not satisfied with that hit.
Well, certainly that's the right way to release the pressure. Getting a boundary. Wasim persisting with himself. Although he's got that wicket of Hamad, I think he's just missed a trick here. Could have gotten one of his prime bowlers to put some pressure.
Well, if that ball can travel that fast and that far, you don't need to change that. He doesn't seem to be happy with it. But I think he'll stay with it. He'll get another boundary. I think that Willow has a little bit of luck as well. Great shot in the end of the over. Gets 2 boundaries back to back. Bousher busters are at 117 for 4.
Achieve, achieve. मेरे को achieve हो गया. तू उधर रह, उधर रह. Yeah, Amali, that's the middle. Come on, butter. Little bit away. That's the leg. Right arm over.
ओवर राउंड सर फील्डर देख ली ये पूरे उस पे हैं
Well, now captain can feel a little better because his partner at the other end is sparking runs. And the field set for Saghir. They are pushing back the long on. I think that's a good ploy that tried to angle it away from the left-hander. But that's not the case here. Sufyan wouldn't be looking for the big hits. It's Fayaz who is trying to get runs and finish things off early. Yeah, no run there. You need to save every run. You need to now work little extra to push Bousher Busters back and get into the game where you can at least try to win this game. It's now almost runnable location. Last 3 overs are very crucial. And now you will turn back to your ace bowlers.
Absolutely. And with Sufyan Mahmood on strike, they require 22 of 17. Doesn't have to do anything silly. Just singles and doubles will do. And is that another wicket? Yes, it is. Saghir has picked up an important wicket of the captain. Sufyan Mahmood has to walk back. Is that the opening they were looking for?
Well, certainly that might open the doors for Azhaiba 11. They might feel themselves they got a chance to win this game. Still a chance. They picked up a big wicket. Captain departs. Tries to play inside out. To the delivery that is angling it away. And look at the celebration from Saghir. Big walk for Sufyan Mahmood. The captain couldn't deliver. Scoring only 1 runs. It's 117 for 6.
That's the leg stump, guys. Only right arm over.
Well, Nadeem, the new batsman. Lefty replacing a lefty. Nadeem has already picked up 4 wickets in the first innings for Bousher Busters. Can he score some runs now? Very well bowled there by Saghir. Pitching it in the right areas. Let's have a look at... that's last wicket which fell. Look at that. 2 full there. Trying to... he just caress it towards that cover region. Getting a thick outside edge and a very good catch by the keeper. Saghir, he was pumped up. He knows the importance of this wicket. 22 required now. Can he bowl a couple of more dot balls? That's very well bowled once again. Oh, that could have been close. They need to make sure they cut down on those singles. They can't give away easy runs. They don't have too much left now. 21 of 14.
Just Najan, I think that underarm throw was completely wrong. Maybe could have been a chance there, but we have a game in hand for sure. Yeah, they are supported of Azhaiba 11, keeping their fingers crossed all this time. They keep on getting involved with every delivery. They are on to the edges of the seat. They'll rely heavily on Fayaz. The captain is not happy there with his performance. He should have stayed there for a while. Last two deliveries from Sagir, very important deliveries these are. Oh, look at that, he's just missed everything. The outside edge and top of the stumps. Oh, look at that, he was looking for that wicket, and this, if he's getting this wicket, that means Azhaiba 11 have all their chances to win this game.
Absolutely. 21 required of 13 deliveries. And if Sagir can pick up this Fayaz wicket, that will certainly put a lot of pressure on Bousher Busters. But they need to make sure that they do not give away a boundary on this ball.
Well, that will travel towards the third and they'll take single. And 20 needed of 12. What a match we have in hand. Bousher Buster set 119 for 5. Well, Fayaz would try to keep the strike. And there you go, they're introducing Mansoor again into the attack, who's given 15 in his first over. But I think that's what the captain has a trust on his bowler.
Well, he bowled that over in the power play. And we saw some very good batting in the power play by Bousher Busters. Mansoor typically bowls that fuller length deliveries. That is not timed well towards that cover region where they only pick up a single.
Fayaz is trying too hard to hit that and get a boundary here. We get a boundary in this over, or the early he gets the boundary, the better it is. That will ease the nerves and might get them into that comfortable position where they can still try their chances to win the game. But over here, it's a perfect game. Now you can talk about that last ball finish maybe.
Well, perfectly poised in the balance. And if Azhaiba 11 can get a few dot balls in, that will add to the pressure on Bousher Busters. Nadeem has just walked in, faced only 2 deliveries. It will be very important to see what kind of an approach he takes. Does he take a single and give it to his partner, or does he go for that big shot and become a hero for his team?
Yeah, the only 11 deliveries in hand to decide whether he'll be hero. For this one from Nadeem, he goes big, he goes high, he gets 6 runs. What a shot and what a timely hit 6 it is. Nadeem has brought his team back in the game.
Absolutely, what a time to hit that 6. He's just faced 2 deliveries before this one. Fuller delivery by Mansoor in the slot. And Nadeem says, thank you very much. He's hit it out of the park. That will certainly ease a lot of nerves. 13 required of 10. Very good batting by these two.
Well, certainly couldn't have asked any better delivery than that when you are under pressure and you're trying to get some runs. Rightly bowled in the slot. Now, some changes in the field. Yeah, this is better line, this is better length, this is where you need to be, but slightly in the line. That's given as wide. You need to bowl it away now. The containing runs, you need to bowl it away from the batter. But over here, he got a little too much.
A very, very close call by the umpire. That was certainly close to that line. Wide line, and that belongs to the umpire. Definitely not very happy, Mansoor. But that's the right approach. He needs to bowl it away from the left-hander and also use a lot of variation.
Yeah, great delivery. Now he's understood that where he need to pitch the ball. Earlier he was pitching a lot full. He got one big hit. And now he's pulled his length back. Look at that. Ball keeping touch low. And there's a little bit seam movement, which has deceived the batter. And Nadeem seems to be planning to go on the own side. Tries to play the cross-batted shot.
Well, he's gotten that 6 of the over. And they've gotten an extra in a wide as well. He just needs to make sure that he rotates the strike. They don't require too many runs. 12 of 9. Once again, heaved that towards that Swela region. Picking up a single. That should be what they should be doing. They require 11 of 8. And if they can just get a couple more singles or convert those singles into 2 runs, I think that should be the right approach. They don't need boundaries.
And I think if they have 10 runs in hand for the final over, that would be an extra ace too. It's Azhaiba 11. Well, less than 2 wouldn't be working here in the favour. They're making few changes here for Fayaz, but as they're pushing back the cow corner and the long on and square leg, a lot of production on the on side. And Mansoor need to bowl it outside off, just not give anything in that zone. Or he's bowled near the pads. And only a single they'll get. They're not trying for the second run here. And our final delivery has to be a dot ball for Azhaiba.
Well, and Bousher busters would require a boundary. So everybody would want something in this last delivery. If he can bowl a dot ball or better it and get a wicket of Nadeem, that will certainly bring a thrilling end to this match.
Well, it's always the penultimate over which is very crucial. And now, look at that one big hit, 1-6, which has hurt Team Azhaiba. That also bowled in the slot. It's Nadeem again against Mansoor. Mansoor has to bowl outside off.
In the slot once again, but missing out Nadeem. That was in the slot, but trying to go across the line. A gaze there by Mansoor. That brings an end to over number 19. 129 for the loss of 5 wickets. Bousher busters require 10 of the last over. We'll have to wait and watch how this game unfolds.
And a pressure. Who would be bowling that final over? He'll be under immense pressure. It is Sagir, rightly called. He's given only 2 runs in all important previous over and picked up the captain's wicket. Well, he's the right choice to bowl the final over. That has been hit on the onside. They'll be pushing for two. No. Only single, and now you can see the body language from Azhaiba. The Azhaiba 11 fielders and the bowlers are charged.
Well, not putting pressure on the fielder there, Fayaz, but he's not running quick. He should have been opting for those 2 runs. He's got Nadeem on the other end, who's a very swift runner between the wickets. He's very quick. Now requiring 9 of 5 deliveries. Look at the field. For the left-hander, they've got a deep third man and a short fine leg. That mid-wicket, square leg, long on, mid-off up in the air circle. Extra cover. A sweeper cover. 9 of 5 now.
Well, that's on the onside. That has gone big. Has it gone all the way? No! What a catch that is! Well, it's a big wicket. Nadeem departs, who had hit his 6 earlier, but this time couldn't clear that fielder and has lost the wicket. It's all the way Azhaiba 11.
Very good catch. Under pressure. A short ball to Nadeem, who tried to go all the way over that mid-wicket region. Hit it up high in the air. But a very, very good catch by the fielder. Look at how close he was to that boundary line. Look at Saghir. Look at that celebration. Well-deserved wicket. Nadeem gone for 8 after facing 7 balls. 130 for 6 now, Bousher Busters.
Well, we've been talking about that last ball going for 6 from Mansoor, and that could be a difference here. And clearly we can see that how costly those 6 runs are. Well, every run matters here, and we all know the importance of the boundaries and the 6s here. Nadeem tried to clear that fielder. Has hit that middle as well, but just couldn't get enough to beat that fielder, and a very good catch taken in the deep. Kept his eyes well, and knowing where are the boundary lines, that's very important to know. What a match we have. What a great games we have in hand. Last 4 deliveries from Saghir. It's the new batter who's on strike. He'll be under a lot of pressure. Shuffles and goes big, high. Could be a catch is the cry. And what a take it is. What a catch it is. Goodness me, what a fight back this is from Azhaiba 11. They are the champions. Heroic catch that is. What a bowling at display. 5 for Saghir. I think 4th wicket that is for him, pardon me. Just getting on a hat-trick here. What a fight back this is.
Well, Abid seems to be more excited than the Azhaiba 11. But do not forget what a catch that was. That is the catch of the tournament. What visuals, what celebration. Brilliant bowling, brilliant fielding. Azhaiba 11 on a roll here. Bousher Busters losing the plot. Fawad Ali gone for a golden duck. Getting very, very interesting now, this game.
Well, what a match we are having in hand. Saghir is on a hat-trick with 4 wickets, not the 5, but yes, he's bowled really well. He's single-handedly pulled things back for Azhaiba 11. They have taken the time. Yes, every bowl they have made the strategy for. For every batter they made a plan. And in the end, things have moved forward towards their way, and it seems to be they are on a verge of victory. The entire 19 overs belonged to Bousher Busters, but one final over. They are now in a bit of pressure. Saghir comes in again. Hat-trick ball. Batter throws the kitchen sink at it, and it's a run out. It's a run out. It's out. It's a hat-trick for the team, but not for Saghir. But it is the moment which Azhaiba 11 were waiting for their time, and the time has come here. Azmat comes in and walks out.
Well, a team hat-trick certainly, but more importantly, a dot ball. Look at that team hurdle. They know that they have got this game in their hands. They are controlling this game now. 2 more deliveries to go. 9 runs. Very good job by the keeper. Losing the plot here, Bousher Busters. Another wicket. Azmat. Well, they've got Fayaz Butt on the other end, who's left stranded. They should have tried to give him the strike. And now with 9 required, they can't even go for that single. It has to be a boundary.
Well, there should have been a plan between the two batters before they go in running on a dot ball. They should make it very clear with his partner that, look, no matter what, we are going to run for it. And that was the only way to make it a single run and bring Fayaz Butt on strike. But that's not the case. Akil, not the best batter, has come into the batting where Saghir got his tails up. That is again hit hard. That is in the gap. That is 4. Now it's a time for a fight, and the last 5 delivery will be needing 5 runs, and Akil is delighted with that hit and a boundary for Bousher Busters.
What a good shot that was. Saghir going slightly fuller, changing his strategy. He's been bowling short and getting rewarded for that. But on that occasion, going fuller, and Akil just using his pace, playing it over that mid-off region. Can we see a super over? They require 5 of the last delivery. Akil on strike.
Yeah, I'm glad we are not at Sharjah. Final delivery, 5 needed. What a match we have. Can we have the match getting tie? A boundary will get it a tie, but not the case. Straight into the pouch of the fielder, and that's a 5 for Saghir. He kisses the dust and praise the Almighty. What a great fight back. What a victory. These are the moments they make champions, and they make the team get gelled together. They are overjoyed with the victory, and that was a much needed one.
Absolutely. Very joyous Azhaiba 11, and so are their supporters. They had quite a few supporters in the crowd. A very good win for them. Thanking the Almighty. Saghir well deservedly picking up 5 wickets. A dejected Bousher Busters. Not the kind of result they were expecting, but at the end, that 6 by Mansoor, that cash drop on the last penultimate ball of the innings in the first one, I think that has cost them this game.
Well, we've been talking about how costly that 6 would be on the final delivery from Mansoor, and that has certainly been very, very expensive. That has cost them the game. The winning margin is just 4 runs, the margin. Very barest margin, but then it was all the way Bousher Busters throughout the game. Their top orders scored well. Their bowlers picked up wicket early. They kept on pushing Azhaiba out of the game, but that one final over completely belonged to Azhaiba. What a match we had in our hand. It was Asif scoring 28, 30 for Hamad Ifrag, 35 for Hamad Mirza. Fayaz remained not out and witnessed this entire game from the other end, the final over. Yeah, what a match we had in our hand. Only 3 runs given as an extra. That has been the difference.
Absolutely. Fayaz Butt was just left stranded on the other end. I think the other batters losing the plot. Sufyan, Nadeem, Fawad, Azmat, all of them could not rotate strike and give strike to Fayaz Butt, who had the opportunity. Could have hit him anywhere across the park. The bowling card for Azhaiba 11. Well, the pick of the bowlers, you can just talk about one man, Saghir Ahmed, picking up 5 wickets in the 4 overs he's bowled. What a brilliant spell of bowling he's bowled.
Yeah, it has not been only Saghir, but Hamal Abdul Wahab also bowling those containing spell. That's how things have started for Azhaiba. Mansoor going for 15 runs in his first over. The batter has enjoyed batting down there at this surface earlier, while thinking that just chasing 139 would be an easy case, and their openers did give that start and had this game in control. The batters was scoring runs, but Saghir had a different plan altogether. One of his catches also got dropped, but he's got a fifer on the game. The complete game was in control of Bousher Busters until that happened, that wicket going down and then losing their wickets like a pack of cards. And Saghir getting, that was the moment I think when he got the captain Sufyan out, and then Nadeem hitting that six, and then there was no show from the batter. That was a brilliant take, and they brought the game back in their control, and the final over completely belonged to Azhaiba 11. Their bowlers, the fielders gelled together, put on a great show. Akil hitting that boundary and giving us a hope of a winning game, but that final delivery straight to the hand, and the team celebrates and they are overjoyed. They know the value of this victory, and that is a big victory for Azhaiba 11. They won the match by just 4 runs. Sufyan scoring 35, the top scorer for Azhaiba 11 up top, alongside the captain Wasim giving that cameo of 27 of 15, and Mansoor 26 not out of 17, and that 6 we've been talking about on a final delivery. They finished on a high note. Nadeem picking up 4 wickets for Bousher Busters. I think that was a clinical performance from Nadeem. The last time he played, he got 2 wickets, but today also provided those 4. Fawad Ali with 2 and Imran with 1. And then Hamad, the 2 Hamads getting into the 30s, and as pick of the bowler, and the player who made the most impact was Saghir, taking 5 wickets on the day. Well, it's time for us to go down with Noman Chaudhary, who's got the player of the match.
Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation ceremony of match number 5 that was played between Azhaiba 11 and Bousher Busters. Batting first, Azhaiba 11 have put on 138 on the board, and that proved to be enough as they have defended this total. In the presentation ceremony today, I have Mr. Pankaj Kesri, he is the GM of Auto Rent LLC, and he will present the Man of the Match award to none other than Saghir Ahmed for his brilliant bowling performance, 4 overs, 23 runs and 5 wickets. Saghir Ahmed, sensational bowling performance, leading his side to the victory today. Getting his award from Mr. Pankaj Kesri. Saghir, कुछ बात भी करेंगे आपसे, बड़ी शानदार परफॉर्मेंस दिखाई है आपने.
Very well done. It was a wonderful performance from your side.
Thanks so much, thanks so much. Saghir, ये बताइए, पहला मैच में शिकस्त के बाद कितना प्रेशर था आज के मैच में और किस तरह डील किया इस प्रेशर से?
बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, सबसे पहले अल्लाह का शुक्र अदा करता हूँ. देखो, मैच है, ये क्रिकेट होता है. उस मैच तो हार गए, वो तो हम लोग उसी टाइम भूल गए. नया दिन था, नया सोच के आए थे हम लोग.
सगीर, अपनी टीम की परफॉर्मेंस से कितना मोराल बूस्ट हुआ है बॉयज़ का?
देखो, जीत से जाहिर सी बात है मुराद ऊपर होता है ना. बस एक कोशिश यही होता है कि फर्स्ट एक मैच जीत जाए, फिर इंशाल्लाह आगे देखते हैं.
Well played, Saghir, and all the best for the rest of the games.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Well, that was Saghir Ahmed, the man of the match. Sensational performance today. Right then, this is what we have from the post-match presentation ceremony. But don't go anywhere. We have a lot of action lined up. Over to you guys in the com box.
Thank you very much, Numan. What a match we had. A great first match of the day. And that is which is lined up next. Dasset Titans taking on Gubra Giants. That will begin in a while, until we take a short break and be right back.